There we go. Ball.
Dane's gonna see that and it's gonna be like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, and look,
then see
look,
that those little things, and she'll be like,
look. I can die.
oh my god!
It's dead.
Oh
Question: this is a drone, so if this dies, it's not Rayna.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not Rayna. It's just a
Rayna
drone.
dying.
If it dies, it's she loses the drone. And it's relatively simple in design, so it won't be that big of a loss. It'll be disappointing.
Good. We're waiting on Hal. He's gonna be our impromptu bartender here.
Poggers.
yeah,
So
could be great.
heck yeah. One last thing. She's gonna tell you not to record any of this conversation. Because it's just like a friend meeting. Is that fair? Would Rayna say anything?
She would probably tell you that technically every conversation she has is recorded. Because she's a synthetic. Technically. Like...
As long as that doesn't go
as long as it's
that
not
doesn't
going
go anywhere. She knows that she will never do something like that without either one, a warrant, or without permission. Because she knows that's against the law. She knows that is invading privacy.
Lona wouldn't question.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, she can't not record because then she doesn't save data.
She would say that that's absolutely okay, just, as long as it's not going anywhere, because it's not like an investigation or anything, and this is like, technically a quote-unquote private conversation, but you're here to keep me safe.
I'm here.
And then also to go talk to Mr. Malleus, because,
I'm just a baby.
Mr. Malleus.
Who would be threatened by this?
No.
Nobody.
Here, look. Who would
This is my friend Cheese.
Who would be threatened by this?
Oh, baby!
Look at it, it's so cute!
That's so cute.
She's gonna come up with a code name called Cheese, and it's CH33.
CH33, yeah!
Yeah!
CH3353.
Cheese.
Yeah, it's on the channel 3353. It's fine.
Heck yeah.
How badly can she hurt? It's a little baby drone. If she slams it into somebody, it's just gonna feel like a cheese ball.
Yes!
That's sick.
That's actually
It's just gonna be like throwing a phone at somebody. It's not gonna hurt that much.
Is technically mine.
That's sick.
It will not hurt.
Oh boy.
Hi, Howl. Look, I'm a baby.
Look at the baby.
Look at the baby.
Where's the baby?
It's the baby.
There's the baby. Oh, yeah, it's adorable.
Reach for the baby. Yeah.
Little note.
If you don't pick a name, I'm picking
Little
your name
musical
to be
note.
Lloyd.
I am Lloyd 094.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Alright.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I'm gonna probably already be here.
What
And
the
I would have
baby
given
doing?
you the.
Sorry,
would've
say again.
given
I
you
wasn't
the
paying attention. I was
GPS.
being a narcissist.
Oh. No, you're fine. I was saying that I would have already been here. I would have texted you the location that I was free. I finally got free time. And that
Okay.
I'll be here.
Okay.
As
She
a
will have also given
question,
you a heads up about this.
with the code name, is it that she's telling Rayna to not say that she is Rayna, or
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Secret identity.
At least in this form,
You're the best.
this is a secret identity.
Secret identity. That does mess up. It does mess up my ability to go to Purple Lotus as this, but it works.
Well, I mean, she would be like, you can do whatever you want freely in this, like, beyond me. If you want to go to Purple Lotus as this and say whoever the fuck, yeah, that's fine. Because it's just around, like, she would have specified that it's around certain people. So, like, Dame.
There.
A special man named Hermes.
Pardon?
A weird cat-looking bot thing that looks like a cat, and it's a robot, and its name is Mulin. And any, well, that's pretty much it. Those are the three that are, like, the biggest threat she thinks are the biggest threat to her. But with Malleus, it's a bit different.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because
it's a little bit inspired by that.
So that we come there unassuming. By the way. So, does that make sense?
Understandable.
Okay. Because I don't want you to feel like RP locked or anything. So
yeah.
You know. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Well, yeah. You ready?
So she would have given you a heads up that she's coming with like
a friend.
A little friend.
A drone.
It's just like it's an automated drone with an AI. She, something vague like that. But not to worry about it because this is not a business meeting. This is just because she would tell you that she's turning her phone off after this, like text, and after you send whatever blah blah blah. Because she's worried, and we'll get more into that in the conversation.
Roll
I'll just say, can't wait to meet it. See you there.
I don't know.
Perfect. Okay. All right. If you guys are all ready, I'll do a countdown.
It's hard because I can't hear I can hear myself, but I can hear myself as well.
Bent over. Hold on. Lloyd has assumed the position.
I was gonna try and do a voice changer, but I can't hear. I can hear my own voice because of the index things. Does this sound okay? Is this all right? Or is it too robot-y?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I barely notice it.
Barely.
It's really subtle.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Understood.
Alright, you ready, Lloyd?
Ready.
Frosty, thank you so much for the subby. Odin, thank you so much for the subby.
Alrighty. In 3,
I
2,
can't return
1.
to monkey.
Cards
I
up.
can return to ball. Dunk.
Oh. Evening. Hi.
Howdy.
Sorry, I
Take a seat.
think I took the wrong turn at the second staircase. It's very high up.
Yes, it is.
Hi.
Good day.
That is the bartender. His name is Lloyd, I believe.
You wanna grab a couple drinks first, and then I'll sit out?
Sure. Go right ahead.
I'll grab them. What do you drink?
Anything?
You sure about that?
Goddamn boomer juice.
Nah.
Odin, thank you for
Can't
gifting
really
a
drink
sub.
good in my helmet.
Oh, right. Can you take that off? Or is it like
I
a...
prefer not to. I'm very
Understood.
self-conscious about what's underneath here.
I understand. I don't know. What do you recommend?
You look like a white Russian.
You know, I'm honestly tired of hearing about White Russians. Anything else?
Man, he's tired of hearing about white Russians. I can't imagine why.
Do you like a hard or a soft drink?
I'm a hard drink kind of girl, sir.
How about absolute virtue? Very
Sure.
hard.
I'll take it.
That's a good one.
Sorry, I would have a camera up, but I feel like it's kind of awkward. Because it's a puppet.
Enjoy.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Lloyd.
Lloyd. Here's a tip for you. As well as the base price for the drink. Sorry. When I get a bit nervous, I don't really know what to do with myself, so I feel like I need something in my hands. Oop, oop. That makes sense.
That's good, man. There's no need to be nervous. But I understand.
Let me sit down. Boop.
How's your week been? Sorry that I've been kind of busy and getting to get a time together is a little difficult, but I'm glad that I did.
Honestly, it's not nerves because of you. It was just coming here, which this is cheese. Rather,
Mine?
it's called cheese.
Oh my stars! Oh, that is
It's
a
kind of my,
precious little thing.
He's my unassuming guardian angel, I guess.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so precious. Oh, it makes little faces. Oh, my Lana. Oh, that's so wonderful.
I am capable of expression.
Oh, that is so cute.
Isn't he though?
Oh, that is very precious. Oh, reminds me of my little Miller. Oh.
He's not quite a cat, but
No.
I can imagine
Very
having
expressive,
it. Huh, maybe there's something to that, I don't know. Having a cat, follow you around, that would be unassuming, but...
Me? It's Rayna.
They're just a baby.
She's in a little drone.
Right, so... well, I guess, first of all, thanks for meeting me. It's kind of weird. Well, embarrassing, I guess. I don't really have friends, so to speak.
Oh.
I don't, not outside of work friends, so... I'm sorry if I... You were, comforting to talk to, even if it was in that capacity at the offices. I don't know. I don't 100% know why I'm here. Maybe I don't. How are you? How have you been?
I have been well. Work has kept me busy as per usual, but nothing too crazy, I guess. When you messaged me, was it the day after the human turkey giving? You sounded like, or well, at least I could assume.
Yeah, she's not fully rounded. That's
you
you can tell the difference.
Is something the matter? Something happened?
How much do you know about Marcus O'Delly?
I know that he's a pain in our ass, that's for sure. I know that he runs a bunch of places in Zafira, Lower Zafira, that's for sure, and he's just a nuisance altogether.
That's, I guess, putting it lightly. There's somebody else now, I think, on his roster. Some
Pizza and
phantom named, Victor Strange.
Interesting. I feel like I've heard that name before, but I can't quite pinpoint it. But the name itself sends shivers down my spine, if you will.
Yeah.
Shivers.
Did you have a run-in with O'Delly and this Victor man?
Makes a name spine chilling.
You could say that. Yeah.
Oh, funny. You didn't try to test him, did you?
Not this Victor person. I asked O'Delly to just have a meeting with me. Just a formal business meeting. And,
Yeah, I mean,
well,
he's
I went to
been
the coordinates that they sent
working
me,
for
and
the ZPD for a little bit now. There just hasn't been any. She hasn't been in the
I'm not here
lobby
for the news.
before. She's had to work remotely until now.
There was a recent, I guess, investigation. 4 or 5 missing persons, and a rather gruesome scene, I guess. 4 civilians died of gunshot wounds, and then 1, Lucy, what's her name? A body that was strung up by puppet strings. Had been dead for a couple of days before arriving at the scene.
This is concerning.
Lord. Wow. Wow. I'm assuming that was Victor then?
Mm-hmm. The interesting thing is he's got another string of crimes about 3 years apart from each other, happening 3 separate times before this one, so this is now his 4th, I guess. All with the same setting, I guess. Dismembered corpse stitched back together with puppet strings. All
It depends on how bad the
much
glitch is.
evident
But
of
if it's a
these people
full-on
having been
glitch out,
tortured
then she
to
goes offline.
an extensive degree, and then I guess he decides to play with his toys after a while.
Sounds like an occasional game that you might be playing.
Something like that, I guess.
Now, my question is, are you under his radar?
I'm honestly not sure where I stand, but that's why I'm taking certain precautions.
That makes sense.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Falls. Sorry, I went live a little bit
I'm also
early.
worried.
I figured out how to do the emote thing myself, though. Be proud of me.
Wow.
There are... I don't know the extent of your business with Malleus. I know that I don't have proof. So I shouldn't say that I know, but I've heard that he's got his fingers in with these tigers, who are in direct opposition of the Whisperers, as you know. And
Interesting. This
Victor Strange,
curious development. Although I am unaware of what the tigers is.
He knew everything about me when I got to that meeting. He had me... I'm sorry,
I will ask later. This is not a good time.
There's no need to apologize.
You probably don't want to hear any of this. Why would you care?
Because I got nothing better to do, and I want to know what's going on. If someone that I consider my friend is in trouble or is going through something, I'd rather know. So I can help and give any advice and maybe even some protection if something bad were to happen.
Cowboy smart. Yeah! Cowboy smart.
I...
Thank you. Hi, Sir Claw. For anybody who just got here, Rayna is operating a drone as a safety precaution for Lono meeting
I think
with
part
Dave.
of me thought that maybe...
Rayna is
Maybe you
helping
could give
with
me some
the
advice.
ZPD. She's been helping with the ZPD.
So I thought I was prepared for everything in this fucking city. And then this happened, and I I don't really know what I'm doing as a cop anymore. I don't know if I'm making any progress. I don't know if I'm helping people. I feel like I can't make any moves without... It's like everything has to come down to a death on one end or the other, and that's not what I want to do. I don't even want this man, whoever he is, to die. I want to know why he's doing what he's doing, and it's just, it feels impossible, and I feel like if I sit by and do nothing, then that just, they win, right? Because then there's nobody to try to stop them. It's not just me, it's the rest of my officers. But this is different than the entities this city has faced before, or the big evils that come through here every now and then. The otherworldly beings that come here and decide to wreak havoc just because it's fun. This is born and bred from this city.
This city is corrupted after all. And, it's like a disease, I've noticed. I've been here for around a bit, probably less than 15 years or so. And each year it only seems to be getting worse and worse. Now, my advice for you would be that sometimes, be a good person, you need to overstep some boundaries. Now, understand you're a cop, so maybe doing that's going to be a little difficult. But to get the truth on what you want and to protect this city, sometimes you gotta bend those rules. And that may seem to make you the bad cop sometimes. Sometimes being bad means you have to do good. Does that make sense?
It does. And I guess it's part of my dilemma.
This is a confusing notion.
I genuinely thought that we could help by not making deals with the wrong people just to go after the worst people, But it's just
sometimes
impossible.
That's what you have to do. Especially in this day and age. You can't.
But then what makes us any better?
Doesn't. But if you want to live and survive in this world, sometimes you have to. Everyone has to learn that the hard way, Lono.
So the rest of the people in the city are just supposed to be trampled underfoot while everybody just scrambles to survive and nothing gets better?
In Zafira, yes. That's how Zafira's always been run. It's hard to change an entire dystopian city. You can change your little community, yes. That's all right and dandy. But sometimes you run into other people that want to trample what you believe in. They want to trample your morals. And that could be disheartening. And I understand that. But you have to stick with your morals. That's what differentiates you from those that do the things that you do and still are bad and have no right morals, and you who do them to make things right. It's a difficult situation, I know.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Go right ahead.
Why do you do what you do? How did you get into whatever it is? It's mercenary work, right?
Yeah.
Mercenary work.
It's mercenary work, yes. It's, the reason why I do it is because that's all I've ever known. That's all I was ever grown up in. And you know, it's just a lot to handle, I guess. And I do it because I just have to, and I don't know what other things to do. And if I don't stop, I feel like I'm nothing. I feel like everything that I've lived for these odd fucking years, it would have amounted to nothing. I can see the good and the bad in the things that I do, yes. But,
does it bother you? The bad things
of
that you have
course.
to do.
Of course it bothers me.
What are your morals?
I wish that I could.
Do you have a line?
The line is when I see
That is
folks
Mimi.
like you,
That is
those
Band-Aid.
kind-hearted individuals.
And that is Howl.
When I know that the mercenary work that I do is just downright bull, I try to get around it any way I can.
Also, hi, Jay.
What about Hermes?
Luckily, Hermes is a whole other man. Hermes. I call him my ex-husband for a reason. One, for a joke. And two, because I know that he can double-cross me anytime. And thus I have to be ready. Absolutely. That man has gone through so many names like a woman has gone through so many bras in her lifetime. He knows when to dip. He knows when to backstab. He's a manipulator. He had to learn that. But his ego gets him so far.
Aren't we all, Jay?
Are you afraid of him?
No.
If it came down to it, do you think that you'd kill each other?
Absolutely.
Why choose a life like that?
That's all we know. I wish that we could just talk it out and have everything be bright and dandy, but I know him. He won't make it all bright and dandy, and he won't keep it that way. He'll find any way to find a loophole, and go through it, and backstab anyone he can.
How long have you known him?
Around 5 odd years, maybe more. I know it's a lot less than when I've known Mr. Malleus. But I've been with him long enough to know what type of person he is.
Maybe chalk it up to my very evident naivety, but
So even if a situation
everything's
is
not always
bad,
black and
they
white, or
have
at least it doesn't have
decided
to be.
to stay within it as it is what they
I agree.
know.
I know that there's always gray areas. Like, take me for example. Some people might see me as the bad guy for what I do, but there are sometimes when I try to do
Is
good,
it
try
better
to be
take
genuine.
action like this?
As genuine as I can be.
I do not believe so.
I've never believed that there's a good and
One
evil.
would imagine
just
that changing for the better is technically
sometimes
better.
people have to do bad things to.
As
Because it
then
matters
you
to
are
them and it
relieved
makes
from
sense to
suffering.
them. And that's always what I've wanted to figure out is why. Just why. What drives a person to do the bad things that they do? What was so important to them and what was so what left them with no other option, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's what matters. What put them in the position that they thought that they needed to do that anyways. A person is down on their luck and they need to feed their family, so they go and rob a store at gunpoint. But the system shouldn't have put them in a position where they had to scrape and scrounge and be in poverty and be so desperate that they have to traumatize somebody else just to feed another innocent mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a never-ending cycle of awful. And I just... I think I put this badge on with rose-colored goggles and thought I was going to change the world, and here we are.
Rose-colored goggles are very nice to have. It makes all the flags look like normal flags, right? No matter what flag it is, even if it's a red one. There's some nice innocence in that. But I think you're slowly starting to take them off and start to see the truth.
I didn't take them off willingly, they were stolen from me.
Yeah.
If you had the chance, if you had the choice to get out and have a more positive impact on people, would you do it?
Hey, welcome back. Been a long time. How you been?
Sincerely.
Nice to see you back.
Yeah. It'd be a little difficult considering this is all I've ever known, but to be free to do what I really want to do, that sounds nice. I think it sounds nice to anybody.
I am
There is a
curious.
certain freedom in...
What is it that you really want to do?
I want to explore the stars freely. That's all I've ever wanted to do. Just take Mulin and go. That's all I've ever wanted. All I've ever wanted for them as well. They're very curious. And, sometimes it gets a little stuffy down here.
So what keeps you here? Fear? Obligation?
Oh.
Then what?
Them out there in the stars. Them down here in the corruption. The man who signs my paycheck. All of it.
You think he'll find you?
He always does. In the time that Hermes has changed his name hundreds and hundreds of times, once Malleus finds you, and you piqued his interest, he'll find you. Even if you change your name, even if you change everything, you change your documents, you change your looks, change your whole aesthetic, change your race even, he still finds you. He knows where you are. And one day you think you're out of it, and one day you'll get a call. That's Sly Man himself. Granted, I've known him for 15 years, and we've become more than just co-workers, obviously. But when it comes to business, And what he does, that man genuinely scares me.
I've had my hunches.
I mean, he is a businessman. He's a councilman of Zafira, you know. With that comes territory of a lot of things, don't you think?
Underneath every single one of those seats is a mountain of innocent, dead people.
Anyone with power.
I take my pills while also
The
remaining
council
as
is
a
built on
boy.
the backs of the suffering in the city, and is responsible for it.
There might be some that try to do good. Mally's is very much a sweet spot in the center, I guess. That's all I'll say on that.
Have you helped him at all?
Have you seen what Hermes does?
If I told you the places that I've been to, or I've seen Hermes, Mulin, even. I think you know what I'm talking about. They didn't know that I was there. I understand it's a risk to tell you, but
uncomfortable.
like I said, I don't think that everyone
said in the
is
French
good
fingers.
or evil. I think that people have reasons for doing what they feel like they have to do. And sometimes it's just a matter of understanding that why and perhaps presenting a different course. I don't think that everything just has to end in death, violence, and more fucking bloodshed.
Being VR in February, I'm so glad to hear that.
And I know that there's more to you and
I'm
more to
glad to hear that
Hermes
you
and
have
I'm
VR,
sure
dearie.
more to Merlin.
I'm so glad. I'm
Mulin,
always happy
sorry.
when more people join VR. I hope you have lots of
Don't tell
fun.
him I said that. Unless this is what makes you happy, which maybe I'm going to overstep my bounds and assume that it's not. At least given what you said. There is still time to have an opportunity to achieve that. I think it just takes some understanding and some trust. Going out on limbs.
I think for as long as Mally still stands, I don't think that'll ever be an option for me.
Then the goal is to make him unable to obtain his assets. Hold him accountable, bring him to justice. I'm
Honey, you got a
building
big
every...
storm coming if you try to do that.
Honey, you've got a big storm
I'm
coming.
building everything that I can.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
The only thing that I'm lacking
stupid.
is his
That mean
name
brain.
on things. But I know that there's more to that fucking office building that he takes us to all the time.
If you try to go any deeper, it will not end well.
my job.
I know it is. And I'm not asking you in the job aspect, I'm asking you in the friend aspect. If he catches whiff that you're trying to find something to take him down, I can't even guarantee that I can protect you.
I'm not asking for your protection, because I know that would compromise you.
Of course. But even then,
I think all that I'm asking you to do is, and I understand that you could be taking complete advantage of me, and you can take all of this back to Malleus, and I could be wiped off the face of the earth in a matter of seconds, and nobody would know. I know that that's a possibility, and I hope that you understand that there is a genuine nature to what I'm trying to say. That I don't care what you've done. I don't care what Hermes has done. I don't care what Mulin has done. Everyone deserves a second chance. Even the people that work under Marcus O'Delly. Victor is a different story, but his second, Toku, all those other people. They're people caught in a deadly game that don't have any other option. And it's my job to try to stop that. And I think sometimes it just takes a bit of trust from the people who are stuck in these positions where they think that there's no way out, to know that there's somebody that's still willing to fight for them. Despite everything. To get to the real evil. Because there is real evil, but it's inhuman. It comes from the grips of people who've lost their humanity or never had it. And there's a quality about Mr. Malleus that is earth-shattering. He is the people I'm after. Marcus O'Delly, Victor Strange. They're the ones that I want to bring to justice. I just want you to understand that you can take anything that I've said and do what you need to do. If it becomes a matter of your life, it's fine.
I know that I can't convince you, and I genuinely appreciate you hearing me out, and at least seeing the good in me. It's very rare anybody does that. You have a golden heart, I know. Don't let anyone shatter it. But please do know when to back away. That's all I ask.
It's not an option.
You claim it's an option for me, it's an option for you.
Your job isn't to stop this. You don't wear a badge.
True.
You didn't take an oath. Your obligations are to yourself and your own happiness. And whoever else fits into that. But maybe at some point, maybe this is a shot in the dark and Maybe at some point there will be an opportunity where this conversation will matter. I guess that's all I'm hoping for is maybe if you see that chance to make a difference. To consider how it would help you.
Yeah.
Get what you want.
We have a small scene after this as well. Another small scene. With Howell. Why Howell's sitting over there. Being an impromptu bartender.
I hope so.
There also might be
Give me a
people after
goddamn
this.
lemon juice.
Might. Depends how tired I am. Michael, I thank you so much for the sub for 18 months. Oh my gosh. That's so long. Thank you.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, Lana?
No, I think that's it.
I'm glad I could lend an ear. Seems like you've had this bottled up for a while.
Right. Thanks for your time.
Of course. If you ever need to have a talk like this again, feel free to text me.
Of course.
Give me a goddamn lemon juice.
Be safe.
It
You as
was
well.
nice to meet you.
Have a good night, Mr. Lloyd.
It was nice to meet you too, darling. Oh boy. Well. Ain't that a conversation?
Quite the conversation.
Yeah. That's what I get for trying to be nice, I guess.
You are nothing but nice, madam.
Oh, stop, you flatter me. Well. Let's get to the ship. Don't want to keep Mulin waiting.
Of course.
And sing.
Wow.
Lono's Heart of Gold is gonna be her fucking death demise.
This is possible.
Oh yeah, well,
Perhaps.
I'm going to die.
I know it, dude. I already
I
know
was
it.
explaining to my chat that the scene reminded me of Silence of the
Oh
Lambs.
god, thank you so much for
Because
the
you're going to
sub.
other criminals to learn about other criminals.
Yes!
To get advice.
Exactly!
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
the next question is, was she being truthful the entire time?
That's why she
True.
said the whole thing, like, I mean, nothing changes for Lono, even if you go back and tell him, because she's already dead by so many other people. So this is truthfully all that she has left to vie for, which is, in her own way, vie for some semblance of good. And if it's just not there, then it's not there. And that is the unfortunate circumstance of this city.
It's not baby.
It's
She's
tragic.
she's in a little drone.
But that's what I've enjoyed exploring, because there's so many different ways that you could do violence and just fight everybody. You can be confrontational. You can say I'm going to put these people in jail and blah blah blah.
She's
blah, blah,
dead.
see the light.
Oh my god.
Or you can sit here and make deals and never connect with anybody and make just exchange money in hands, and like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Yeah.
But she is like trying to do that, but in her own way, and not take away from, or hope that she's not taking away from, a trust in their humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that
So
there
at a
were
bare
some
minimum,
things in
she's
there.
hoping that that's present.
Yeah, there were some times you caught her off guard with some of the questions, but other times, like, it really depends on how you see it. Because, like, she'll tell you only the half truth, basically.
Yeah, she fully expects that. She fully expects that you're just blowing smoke completely up her ass, but at the same time, she's not confident, but this is how she sleeps at night. You know what I mean? This is better than going around and being like, let me, what's something that you want? I'll do that if you help me. And just like completely commit crime on top of crime, and just like it's a never ending cycle, because that's a cycle that you can't get out of. This is a different approach than what most people or most of the other officers have done in the past. And that's how she's trying to break the cycle. And it will very likely, I'm fully 1,000% expecting it to kill her. But it is so true to the character that it's just it's a no-brainer kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why she has to talk to Hermes now.
Oh,
She found out some things about Hermes through another a long time ago conversation. See how that goes.
Yeah, that'll be a conversation. Ooh, that's gonna be spicy.
After that thing with Victor Strange, she was like, okay, I can't keep doing what I'm doing. There has to be something else. This is her attempting that something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said,
It's
Malleus
Malleus
time.
time.
It's Malleus.
I'm gonna get off because my back still hurts. I'm an old lady.
You're fine. You did great.
Alright, let's just go.
Have fun, guys.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. I had a good time. Thank you.
Heck yeah, dude. I fucking enjoyed that a lot.
Good seeing you three.
Yes.
Bye.
Dude, Lloyd has a dumpy.
Lloyd do have a dumpy though.
Look at
Damn!
this. Damn, Lloyd.
Damn, Lloyd, get it.
All right. Going.
Oh yeah, it's always Bioshock with Malleus, I think. Look at that fancy boy.
I really like this outfit a lot. It's cool.
It's very sparkly, very glitter.
Thank you.
Wait, this isn't that suit from? No, it's not. I thought for a second it was like the $300 suit from Booth.
No, not that one.
It looks very much like
No.
it though, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let me do my music.
Is this underwater or no? This isn't a city, right? This is a higher.
We're in Zephyr.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's Cyberpunk, I think.
Yeah,
It's
this is
Cyberpunk.
This is
It's Cyberpunk.
This isn't.
Cyberpunk.
This isn't the fuck. What's her name? The meeting before you start like the final acts.
I know it's from Cyberpunk. That's all
Hanako.
I know.
This isn't the Hanako meeting place, is it?
I don't know, because I never got to finish Cyberpunk.
I never finished it. Same.
What the fuck?
I don't play enough video games.
I was so disappointed
I
with it that I
committed for
quit.
Cyberpunk. Oh no!
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I understand.
I'm waiting for like
love
them
the
to
shit out
patch
of
it up.
anyways. Yeah, that's fair.
Let's
There's a
drop
shitload of
street.
mods and stuff now.
All right. So you contacted Malleus for a meeting.
Yes. How would it be phrased? Business meeting. Needed to confirm some information with you. And,
Okay.
and I'm bringing my intern, so that she can get an understanding of the process.
Okay. He would have said that he is just getting off work and that he is stopping by one of his pit houses in Lower Zafira.
One of.
Yeah. And he would have told you the location, and once you found the building, there would have been heavy security of Prometheans rather, as you go up, and then this is the top floor penthouse.
Sorry, there's good atmosphere in here. Is it, do you know if it's non-copyright?
Listening. This is a pretty old classical tune. I think it should be okay.
I wanted it on because you can hear the
The
announcer
TV,
in the
yeah.
background. Yeah.
Look over here. You can turn the music off.
Oh.
See?
Wait,
Right
how?
there. Right here. It says music.
Am I done?
It says music right there.
Oh.
Music.
Oh, literally. Perfect. Okay. Give me 2 seconds.
Mhm.
This needs the right music setting, you know?
Yes.
This is a Malleus meeting.
I've got my chill piano turned on.
Very good.
Rayna's going as herself for this. She feels like it's more safe to meet someone like Malleus as herself. She feels like honesty is more safe.
Coffee house jazz, calm jazz music, relaxing music,
Ooh.
meditation, no copyright.
Nice. Oh god, where'd he go? Oh, where did he go? Oh!
Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Okay.
It's scary when I can't see him.
I'm good. I've got my non-copyright.
Okay.
Would Rayna have had any questions before getting here or what have you? You just want to ask him in character.
She would not have any here or coming into here. Although after the previous conversation, she probably would have been like the general of if no, it would be a if you are in need of consolement, that she is there. If at any point they are in need of consolement.
Right. Yeah, she would
Basically just offering that if she ever needs someone to
absolutely.
talk to, that Rayna is also there.
She 100% understands, and she would take that very much to heart. She'd be like, in a very meaningful, somber way, I appreciate that.
Yeah. As much as Rayna doesn't know things, she knows that sometimes it's good to just have somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She will eventually have questions about some of the things that they talked about. But not right now. Oh yeah, I do have the
Lono
voicemail
fully
still
intends
in.
on having a casual conversation with her, which means if the Aegis lobby is still open after
Thank
this, We could pop into there and have
This is
like
true.
a casual
This is true.
one-on-one. So that would work out.
Augers.
All right.
Alright,
Well, I'm ready.
you may start whenever.
Wee. Wow. My last one.
All right. 3. You ready?
Understood.
2, 1.
Morning.
Cards. Oh wow. I can say I didn't expect that. Or this. How are you doing? You ready?
Yes.
Oh, hello you two.
Mr. Malleus?
How are you both?
How are you doing? Doing okay. This is one of our new interns, Rayna.
We've met.
Morning.
Introduce yourself, like.
It is nice to see
Oh,
you.
you have?
What? Yes. I am a investor of H's, Lono. I've met all of the children so far.
Right. I remember you saying that. My apologies.
Though
I
she
didn't
has
mean to forget.
grown last I've seen her.
Yes, I believe I was still in my smaller chassis the last time we met.
I believe so. Well, come on in, you two. Want anything? I have sushi. A bit old, but...
I am not capable of taste.
Of course. Lono, a drink or anything?
Yeah, I'll actually take one.
Red wine for you.
Thank you.
And sushi on the table if you want. Please have a seat. Make yourselves at home.
Very well. Just over here?
Anywhere, darlings.
Of course.
I hope traffic wasn't too horrid.
No. We took the bus, actually.
Very good.
It is interesting to be involved in public transportation.
Isn't it?
It is a, spectacle in the city, sometimes. Sorry, maybe... hey, don't want to mess up your very nice gold zebra print blanket, Mr. McKay.
Of course not.
Sorry, your couch is a bit wider than I thought.
No problem.
I don't want to waste your time. But,
No. You do not waste my time, Lono. In fact, I welcomed your message. It's not every day that someone messages me just to speak with me. No business or anything like that. Just a lovely chat. And I had a very long day, you see. So long, in fact, that I had to come to this penthouse of mine. Usually I don't stay here. I leave it to the servants. But
quite lucky.
it was a difficult
Aren't they?
day.
You don't mind me inquiring, what would get a man like you, Mr. McKay, so assumedly stressed out?
Business, as usual.
Everything going okay?
Yes, I handled it. Went a bit array, but nothing I can't handle.
Well, suppose that's good to hear. I'm glad it's nothing critical.
I don't want to trouble you with my ongoings. What about you two? How was your day?
It is nice to be able to leave the cathedral. It has been a long time.
Ah. Is there a reason? Is Hybris keeping you secluded?
It is difficult for me to come to Zephyra City, as it is typically too dangerous for myself. I am relatively fragile.
And you are one of a kind, of course. It'd be quite dangerous here with all the scrappers about and other nefarious individuals.
I suppose that is true.
And you, Lona? How's the department treating you? I know this gang stuff could be quite tiresome. That's what I hear.
Tiresome is probably
And you're still
a bit of an
harboring
understatement.
Ghost, aren't you? How is he behaving?
We're not actually. Ghost has moved facilities.
Still under custody, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, good. Can't have a savage like him running about.
I suppose you could consider it a maximum security facility for synthetics such as himself.
Very good. But continue. Your week.
Thank you for asking. It's been okay. But you are correct. Gang activity is definitely increased, to say the least. Despite our best efforts, it's rather unfortunate.
Natural outcome for what happened so many months ago. The city was brought to its knees. Moment of weakness, and the others will rise up.
I suppose that's true. I don't know if I came off, what's the word? If I wasn't upfront with the purpose of the meeting, or if maybe I didn't explain well enough. But I did, unfortunately, there is some business aspect to this. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions, if I may. And there's no obligation at all. This is actually more of a courtesy than anything. You see, I was doing some, I was looking through some records and things like that. General bookkeeping things, being that you yourself are funding us to a degree. I found that, well, in regards, it's rather odd, and I'm sure it's just an anomaly or something like that, but that's why I wanted to ask you. For whatever reason, when I pulled up your name in our system, it's almost as if you're not a citizen. It definitely states you as a council member and all that, but, the basic citizenship information and stuff like that is just not present. And I thought that you, being a councilman of your stature, having an incomplete record, it just didn't make sense to me. So I wanted to give you the opportunity we could fill that out here and be done with it, and you could be an official citizen in the system, so to speak.
I see. It must have passed my mind when I first came to Zephyra. I left out some minor details. Never got around to it.
Well, like I said, I'm sure it's just some weird anomaly. Maybe the person that you spoke to before, maybe they forgot to complete the process or something, because all the council members have this information present. You're the only one that doesn't. I thought that was just unacceptable, you know? I wanted to make sure that you had that opportunity.
I wish to do my part. I would gladly give the rest of the information.
Okay, so it's just basic things, your race, age, city of birth, all that. Start wherever.
All right. Race. You could call me an ancient.
An ancient?
It's sort of broad term, but yes.
An ancient.
And is that an Earth race, or are you from somewhere else? It's okay. It doesn't matter. But if you're not a human or synth,
I am an interplanar being.
Rayna.
Interesting.
This is not a term
I mean,
am
this is more of
familiar
my own curiosity, but
though I assume it is between planes.
you know, you meet aliens and stuff like
Or
that here,
separate
but
planes.
nothing quite that seemingly grandiose and ancient. I've heard of excuse me. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I got excited. I've heard of celestials, but not an ancient.
It is what we are called.
Is it like a celestial?
Not quite. In fact, far from it. The only thing we share between the two are we live quite a long time.
I remember you mentioning something similar in our previous meeting at your offices.
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, and you can absolutely tell me, no, I'm just interested. I don't get to meet, you know, well, I mean, I do, and I ask the same amount of questions annoyingly, so Rayna can account for that. But, I mean, I'm just genuinely interested in, do you have, like, some races have innate magical abilities, mine does, curses that can grant you different things, you know? Is there anything like that with an ancient? Is there other people like you?
There are. A bunch of recluses, though, I must admit. Not quite as social as I am. Like to stick to their home. As for me, it's not every day that I'm asked such questions. Usually people are hesitant.
Why would they be hesitant? I think it's one of the most interpersonal things that you can ask someone, you know, should they be willing, but I mean, I think everybody here from Zephyr City is a melting pot, you know? And I honestly think that if everybody kind of understood kind of a bit about each other and how we look different, but we're kind of the same on some respect, I think the city would probably get along a lot better. But you can, if I'm being rude at all, I deeply apologize. I'm not trying to be. I'm genuinely interested in you.
You're not being rude, Lord. Where was I? You would be surprised by how little people actually talk to me. It's about business, usually. Ulterior motives, whatnot. Not a lot of questions
Scratch my
about
back, I'll scratch yours.
me.
Those kinds of conversations.
Yes.
Of course.
And
there's
Lono.
no...
Continue.
I was just going to reassure you that, I mean, like I said, this is just a courtesy meeting. We don't expect anything from you. You don't even really have to answer these questions, but I thought it was unfitting that you, of all people, would have an incomplete record, and I wanted to give you that opportunity, so thank you for indulging us. Please, go on.
Before me sits a daughter of Hybris, of Aegis, an organization I invest in, that I would think is my ally. And the police officer Lono of the ZPD. Both dear friends of mine. I have nothing to hide. I would like to get to know you both better as well. For we are working together, aren't we? Both of our families.
This
Do you
is
have any
true.
questions for me?
I do have some questions for you, Lono, but let me finish this little matter of yours.
Of course.
I'm an agent. I have been around for some while. I believe, to be exact, the 1920s is when I came.
Oh, wow. Well, that makes sense for your musical taste then, and some of your aesthetics, in your offices at least.
You've noticed. Very good.
Quite a lot.
I do adore that time.
Very catchy music.
It is
That's for sure.
nostalgic for you?
You could say so, yes. Calms the mind.
Understandable.
As for age, do the math. I was a young one when I came here in the 1920s, so not much older than that. Very old. I'll send you the exact
Fair.
number later. I'll
That's
have
perfectly fine.
Evangeline do the math for me.
Fair enough.
You see, you get to an age where you stop counting.
I can understand that.
I do not believe I can yet, as I am still only a little over a year old.
Yes. Little tadpole you are. And hopefully you'll live to see many more days and experience many more things.
I do not see any reason why I would not.
What other questions did you have for me? For this record?
So just basic stuff. We've got your age, race, well, it says birthplace, but if that can't be answered, then we can wing it.
Birthplace is a bit complicated, you see.
That's quite alright. It's you. Well, you probably wouldn't be surprised,
But it is quite complicated for many people here to answer that.
I was born on a different plane. Far, far away. It has many names. I doubt it's in your records. Vazoon? Does that come up?
Can't say I've heard of it.
Suspected.
I suppose it could relatively simply be added.
Of course. The place is, I'd like to think it as not my home any longer. But if it is, must be put on the record, then so be it. No home of mine.
The
Zafira and
place you are born
Earth is my
is
home.
not necessarily your home.
this is true.
True indeed.
I guess my question would be, well, I guess you don't have fond memories of it. This is
Not necessarily Officer Lono asking, but concerned acquaintance, if you will.
No fond memories, darling. What's
I'm sorry to hear that.
I appreciate your concern.
So the only other thing would be, do you have a mailing address or residence that you want to put down?
I guess you could put down central offices in Zafira as a suitable address. Now that I'm in the city more as of late, I should be around to pick up any sort of mail.
Very well.
But you'll have to forgive me. I have many addresses. I may not be in one place for too long.
Whichever one that you would prefer to receive government correspondence from, really, is what it comes down to.
Then the headquarters in Zafir.
Very well. I'll write that down. Let's see. Let me make sure I've got everything in order here.
Scientists from Biodyne Systems have announced a breakthrough in the fight against multiple sclerosis. MS is one of the few diseases that cannot be cured by replacing the affected tissue with implant technology. But the experts at Biodyne have created nanites that, when injected into the spinal
Right.
cord, provide uninterrupted repair to the neural tissue.
I think that should be it. It was kind of odd, your profile. Some information was omitted and some of it was just, I don't know, it was like it was inaccessible? That makes sense. Which I've never seen before, and I wondered if you were aware of that.
I do believe I am very aware, yes.
Ah, okay.
Is
Looks
that
like
a
that on
problem?
purpose. Well, I guess not really, but it could make things complicated. Certain logistical sort of things, but I'm assuming you probably don't really have to worry about that. If it's been
Oh my
like that for a while,
gosh!
it probably doesn't need to change.
The first time chat. Oh my gosh, it's your first
Well,
time,
I do
and
wanna
you're giving me gifts. Oh, you're so
none of the
nice. Thank you so
council
much. Merry
members really
Christmas.
have that present on their profile.
Happy
and
holidays.
I kind of wondered
Thank you so
who
much for the
did
gifted subs.
what
So nice of you.
office or
Little
maybe
heart.
officer
There you go.
if
Little
you
heart. Thank you.
knew. Just so that I could understand their protocol, so that if this does happen with somebody else,
It is very nice to
we
meet
know better
you.
how to handle it.
Of course. Well, the last time I checked my records, or updated them at least, there was a nice young lady, beautiful glasses, quite lovely. Helped me out, but that was many years ago. She would have been gone by now.
That's all right. It was somebody in the department, right?
Yes, in Zafir.
Of course. Okay.
I don't
Why would
believe
it
they
be
were called
anybody
the
else?
ZCPD, though, back then.
Yes, I think the
Details.
government records were handled differently before things kind of shook up in the police department, and then they kind of pushed all of those record-keeping items underneath of the department. It's a bit of extra work, but this way it's all in the same house.
Perhaps that is why some of the information was changed or lost. It may be difficult to upkeep
Most
older
likely.
files. I am glad we
I
can
think that is
correct
probably
this.
right.
Files are quite
Absolutely.
old.
This is at least 400 from what I can gather.
Oh, it was you!
hello. See, I saw first time chat, and that's what. My brain is small. I'm sorry. When I see first time chat, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the first time here. But now I read your username. Yeah, I recognize you. Oh, it's so nice. Hello. Thank you so much for last night, and thank you for your gift today. It's so nice of you.
My turn then.
Yes, absolutely. Right. Yes. Your questions. Go ahead.
Yes. I'll pay you a few in return. You're a naiad.
Yes, sir.
I assume you know the situation of your race?
Yes, I do. Genocide and all that.
Dreadful. But on the path of recovery, of course. So thank you to Aegis. Thanks to me. You see, I've been investing in the Naiad Kingdom.
You have?
Being rebuilt. Yes.
I didn't know that. Well,
now you do.
We owe you a lot. I owe you a lot of gratitude, genuinely. Without all of that being spearheaded, I don't even think that I would be here right now, so...
Yes. I wonder where you would be. One of your noble attitude. You are quite noble. One of the better officers, Zephyr. I will admit. Paris is a good man, but... well, he doesn't have the push that you do. From what I can tell, anyway.
I guess the best way to put it is I do try to stay hungry when it comes to this job. I think becoming complacent means that, well, really there's just no room for complacency as an officer.
You're too good for this city. Look. I don't think I've ever asked you, why did you come to Zephyra? Why take up a position here? Why not Intense or Jalis, somewhere calmer, somewhere less dangerous?
Funny question. Surprisingly, I mean, the reason that I'm here is because of the Naiad rebuilding, I guess. Frankly, if that hadn't happened or taken place, I genuinely mean that I probably wouldn't be here. I don't know if you're familiar with Naiads to any degree, but at least me, I'm afflicted with a curse, so to speak. So I share a soul with another entity, and for lack of better words, I was locked away for most of my life due to some complications from some not so excellent people. You know, long story, backstory stuff. You don't want to hear all that. But without that being initiated, then me coming alive, I guess, wouldn't have happened either. And it just so happened that this happened on the cathedral, and I met Miss Mara and Brim and all them. They were kind enough to kind of help me experience life again. So I stayed put, and long story short, I decided that I could really make a difference here in Zephyr City, and I'm trying. You know, it's difficult, obviously, but it's a worth cause to me.
What providence?
I suppose it's the least I could do for being given a new life.
Isn't it funny how all these chains seem to be interlinked with each other?
It is very, I would say coincidental, but I'm also a believer in fate, and that things happen for a reason. You end up in the places that you are for one reason or another, and fate wills it, you'll find out what that answer is. I take it as a sign that maybe I'm in the right place.
Indeed. Purpose, of course, and quite the purpose you have for coming to Zera and making a difference. And believe me, you have so far, Rayna. Very commendable.
Remains to be seen. But thank you. Appreciate your kind words.
Remains to be seen, darling. I have been watching. All of the ZCPD have been doing amazing work with such low numbers, low income, barely scraps, and yet do protect our streets on a daily basis. Sure, these hoodlums are rising from the ashes of the war. That is natural. Things will calm down eventually. And the citizens of Zephyr will rally to its guardians, to you, to me, to the other members, as long as we stand stalwart. Don't you think? Or do you think Zephyra is completely lost?
I don't think anything is lost. As long as you have hope.
As long as you have hope.
Oh.
Very good.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, chat.
It is a very strong emotion, isn't it?
Sometimes it's all you have.
Both our greatest strength and our greatest weakness.
You would consider it a weakness.
Sometime.
For the second consecutive week, the landfill inferno in the remnants of Atlantic City continues to rage on. The 10,000-acre dumping ground ranks among the world's largest and contains both toxic and biological waste. Already 7 firefighters
Dreadful, isn't it?
have died, and
Another fire.
severe burns and toxin exposure. The Swedish Academy Award for Literature has announced
Many
its
dead.
latest recipient, Virginia Grantchester, citing her most recent book, In the Shade of an Apple
Tends to be
Tree,
pretty
as the
typical.
treasure of this generation. Grantchester,
But
who is an AI created by Raven Microcybernetics, has been lauded for several of her works
I guess
over the years.
to lessen those reports on the TV, that's why we try. That's why we maintain hope. If you didn't have it, then there would be nothing good.
Is a drama set in 20th century Ireland and is already considered a masterpiece.
A good point.
There would be no reason to,
Thank you for tuning in to N54
well,
News.
at least as far as I'm concerned, no reason to do much of anything at all.
News World Report. I'm Jillian Jordan.
So I'm curious, your battles with
Scientists
hope,
from Biodyne Systems
or
have
lack
announced
thereof.
a breakthrough in the fight against multiple sclerosis.
Just ramblings of an old man.
That cannot be cured by replacing the affected tissue.
I do hope in this city. This is why I came back. Why I wanted to prosper. Why I'm supporting you.
Long-term uninterrupted repair to the neural tissue.
Why I'm supporting agents.
Cutting-edge therapy treatment has been
I believe in the cause.
$100,000
I truly do.
for the second consecutive
Now others may think that I don't, that I actively act against said things. I'm sure one within the ZCPD, such as yourself, has probably heard of things.
7 firefighters combating the blaze have died, and another 40 have suffered from
That I am some sort of
toxin
criminal.
At a large burp.
Everyone has their opinions about everyone else.
It was violent.
But for me personally, the reason that I still wear this badge and why I try as hard as I do every day is because I don't believe that there is an innate good or an innate evil. I think that people are forced into positions of doing bad things because they don't see another option. Or it's meaningful to them for whatever reason. Historically, people have done horrid things, genocide even. But their reasons for doing so were right to them. It made sense to them because of their background, their history, their own experiences that led them to justify those means. And that's what interests me the most, is why someone would do something bad or hurt someone else potentially. Or maybe they don't even realize that they're hurting people. That's also something that happens. But I think that that matters in the grand scheme of things when it comes to trying to get rid of crime or helping this city be better. Everyone is guilty of something. And I think everyone has an opportunity to do better, to have a second chance, or to do things differently. Maybe they just need another perspective. Or maybe just to know that they have that opportunity in the first place, and that they're not so far down a hole that they can't be pulled out of it.
Very wise words. I would agree. Meaning. Purpose. I guess we do what we do for meaning, for passion. What is your passion, Mono? Is it the job? Is it what you do?
I guess if I wasn't passionate about it, I wouldn't do it. So yes.
Is it all you think about every day? Waking up? Going into the office?
I eat, sleep, and breathe. Yes.
Very noble. That is your purpose. That is your passion. Passion is everything, I find. It is what keeps me going. What I like to do. Whether I find it bad, good, doesn't matter, as you said. Good, evil doesn't mean anything. Only the meaning of life does. You, Rayna, what do you like to do? What is your passion? What keeps you ticking?
My programmed purpose is to acquire data. That is what I am doing.
I do recall you saying that. Knowledge. One of my passions as well. The seek of it. The search. And is there a bounty of it around?
Indeed. Now I have, I suppose recently, found a new purpose as well. To attempt to lessen suffering. Thus is why I have taken up Lono's offer of internship.
lessen suffering, help others.
Yes.
Very good.
As I am not a
Lono
member of
is the
Aegis, I am not
perfect
capable of it.
teacher.
Within Aegis.
Understandable. I'm very glad that you chose Lono. She's the perfect fit for one such as that.
It is not necessarily that I have chosen her, but she has chosen me. Were it not for her, I would not have had this opportunity.
I see. So now you have a different purpose, Lono. As teacher. As guardian.
I suppose you could say that, yeah.
Scientists from Biodyne Systems have announced a breakthrough in the fight against multiple sclerosis. MS is one of
Lono, do you have a family? Not to be rude about the naiads, of course. Do you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend? Do you have friends? Other than the paperwork of the office.
I guess, no is the short answer. Just not enough time, you know?
You put your entire self into your work. No time for it. I can see it.
New short-term goal acquired. Befriend Lono.
Would you like to be friends? You're similar to you. I don't have many.
Friends with a councilman. Councilman McKay of all people.
I quite enjoyed this, even though it was a questioning of sorts. Spending time with you both.
I would say I found it enjoyable as well.
Questions
I'm
are
sorry for
not
you.
necessarily bad or, as Lono mentioned, annoying. Being inquisitive is an important feature to have.
It is. But
Tell you-
the inclination of the officer coming to me, asking questions about my past, you see, I can't just shy away from that implication. I'm not, suspected of anything, Lono, am I?
No, sir, of course not.
I see.
This is merely paperwork
Exactly.
and a opportunity for discussion.
A courtesy.
No one's asking about me or anything like that? Investigating
No. Just me.
my company? Just you?
In this sense, I promise. Or I assure you.
Very well. I would have you know I would assist you in any way. Compliant, of
Fully
course.
believe that. I know that you're not a man that has anything to hide, so. I just thought it was odd because if the other council members were to see any deviations between yours and theirs, it
Good night, Wolf
might
Leader.
become a
Have a good sleep.
complication or whatever. So I wanted to make sure that there wasn't going to be anything like that, or that you wanted to make sure that you wouldn't have to deal with anything like that, I should say.
It is quite interesting being on the seat. We sort of stay away from each other, to be honest. Stay out of each other's business. On the document as we sign it. Stay out of each other's hair. And if there's any conflict, work it out between each other. to include everybody.
Oh, I had no idea. I personally don't really understand the inner workings of how you guys operate.
Neither do I most of the time.
Your offer, or rather your request, question, unless I misinterpreted, friendship. I don't know if I impose too much of myself, but I mean, friends are important, especially in a place like this. And if you genuinely meant that, I would gladly love to be your friend. And have just normal conversations over a glass of wine any day.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lona, for accepting my offer. Rayna?
Of course.
Yes?
Would you be my friend as well?
I believe this is acceptable, although I may be relatively restricted in meetings. Unfortunately, it is rare for me to be able to leave the cathedral, as I must ask permission.
Of course. And I wouldn't want to step on Hybris' toes either. Nor her, me.
I am sure that meetings will be capable, so long as I have a guardian, such as Lono.
Of course.
Very good. I would love to take you out on the streets sometime. Show you the more exciting parts of the city.
Understood.
And not
Sure
just
you want to be
Superior,
seen around
elsewhere.
town with a cop?
Oh, it is already public knowledge that I support the ZCPD. And I put out an announcement saying as such even.
Very well. Covered all your bases, I guess.
I try. Some run under the radar sometimes. And complicate things. Like today. Oh, what a nightmare. Trying to make the sale with his, very powerful man. Crosity. Wanted too much for what I was offering. And had to deny him. He would have made a good business partner. But you can't win them all.
Somebody that would, I suppose try to take advantage of your kindness.
Quite right.
Who would have such a sense of audacity?
I know. Some people forget who they're dealing with. And I've been around the block. All these new upcoming businessmen and women, they just can't understand. Sometimes you just have to use the hammer instead of the claw.
I understand. You have to do what you have to do.
Yes. If ever of you two decide on a career change, I don't recommend it.
Why do my
Office work.
legs keep dying?
Or business in general.
Good portion of my job is office work, to be honest. Paperwork. So to speak.
My legs keep just not wanting to work. Very frustrating.
This is a nice
let me
break
be
in the
specific
monotony,
then.
I guess.
Oh, good. Glad to have been a help, of course.
Well,
Thank you for tuning in to N54.
I don't think I have any more questions. Unless you have any. I don't think we want to take too much of your time. Friends or not, you know,
No.
you've got a personal life to attend to, I'm sure.
I do. Though I think I will be taking a break here soon. I did have one last question. Did you both want to stay here for the night? Plenty of room. We have a shower upstairs, a pool outdoors, a beautiful view.
Unfortunately, I am unable to accept your offer. My mother only gave me permission for a visit to assist and gain experience within the workforce.
Very well.
Although I am
Unfortunate,
sure
but
we could
very
arrange
well.
a friendly meeting.
Yes, another meeting would be fantastic. In fact, I would love to show you both my museum. Especially you, Lono.
You
I
have a
think you
museum?
might get a good kick out of it. Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be great.
Fantastic.
I will speak with my mother. I am sure she would not be offended.
Hmm.
Going somewhere with
Very good.
someone like you is likely very safe.
Very safe. Completely safe.
I will let you know what she says. Is there a form of contact that I can use?
She should have my number. Direct line.
Understood.
Lono, I assume you'll have to be taking Rayna back, but by all means,
I
if
will
you
have
wish to
to...
return.
You know, call me curious, but I've never been in a place like this, and I feel like my other half would kick me for not taking the opportunity, because we lived in trash for most of our life. So this is, I mean,
I am unsure how I feel about
I
her
hope it's not too
being
forward of me to
alone.
say yes, please, absolutely. After I drop Rayna off and I can come back, make sure she gets home safe.
Of course.
Sounds like a deal then.
Indeed. I'll notify security that you'll be arriving back.
Sounds good. Thank you. Well,
I'll see you both out.
I'll leave this here. Great wine, by the way.
Thank you.
It was good to see you. I look forward to our
Likewise, my
next
dear.
meeting.
As do I. Have a wonderful trip.
See you later.
See you in a few hours.
Of course. Pleasure talking with you.
Lono, why did you say yes? God damn. Rayna's so concerned.
Well, as concerned as she can be. I'm sure he's thinking to himself. Yeah, he's thinking to himself. Ooh, big fish. Fancy. Not necessarily. Hord's a mutt. She may not be considered as rare because of that. If you are curious what's going on in Malleus's head, by the way,
yes.
feel free to go towards House of
Bring
Restraint.
more up, please. The special kind. Yes. And more fresh seafood. Sushi as well. Of course. I'll accompany all night, yes.
Oh my gosh, we don't have a generic one for Howl. Scares me because I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking. But I know you do, Chad, because you probably go watch it. Court's half dragon newt. She's half dragon newt. She's half naiad, and she's got some weird genetic mix of human as well. Don't think about it. We don't think about it. It's like a blender. A blender of genetic code.
Nanites. Everybody insists 3 halves doesn't make each of them 1/3. She's really, she's really meh. We don't think about it. We don't think about it. Don't think about it, chat. We just don't think about the human part. We don't think about that.
literature has announced its latest recipient, Virginia Grandchester, citing her most recent book, In the Shade of an Apple Tree, as a treasure of this generation.
Good water.
Grandchester, who is an AI created by Raven Microcybernetics, has been lauded for several of her works over the years. Her first novel, Requiem for a Samurai, which was published in 70 languages simultaneously, sold over 3 million copies. In the Shade of an Apple Tree...
Hello, Binary Rogue. What's up? This is the Penthouse Palace by Rio Grande. It is, V's secret mansion from Cyberpunk. Very fancy penthouse. It's very nice, actually. Beautiful. Beautiful map. Also, it's nice to see you in the chat, Binary. I haven't seen you in here before. Hello. Welcome. Doing little bouncy bounces. Little bouncy bounces. I'm not gonna touch it, but like, I want to see. Can you pick up Shmoosh? You can pick up those chopsticks.
Shit.
Oh no, he spilled.
Calm yourself, Alex. Behave yourself. Just a night. Have a bit of tolerance. You need her especially.
Oh. Oh.
I know it's tempting, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Like a ripe fruit.
Oh. Lono. Lono.
Wait for the perfect season, perfect time to pick it.
Lono. Lono. Lono.
Like an apple.
So, ooh, uh-oh. So, an uh-oh, woo, it's a woo, uh-oh. What the fuck is He's so gross, but he's so hot. That's a mood that many fangirls of villains have had. He's so gross, but he's so hot. I love that comment. I love it. It is a very attractive model, and Hell is very good at what it does. What a beautiful place. This is such a pretty map. Oh. Oh. This is such a pretty map. We've seen two very pretty maps today. Let him eat an apple to show. Ooh, the normal map. Ooh. You know, you've done too much map and model work when you see normal maps and you get excited. Ooh, that was kind of too. It's like some warping in the wood. Ooh. Only on me. Oh. It's not on the normal floor, so it's going to be warped on the stairs. Oh, the gold trim on the rug. Okay, I'm done fangirling over here. Ooh, the gold trim. Got the reflection probe. Oh. The prettiest map? What's the prettiest map? There are many beautiful maps in VRCRP. Lots of very talented people who make wonderful maps. Oh, look at that vase! Oh my god! Damn! Look at that, the vine work. Oof. Hey. Ooh. 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 Look how shiny that is. That's my bird brain coming up. Oh god. The bird brain.
Yes, I know.
No.
I'm going to be preoccupied.
Bro,
Handle it, please.
I like making.
Yes.
You don't want to let it slip yet?
Yes, I had to forestall things.
It does. It looks so realistic. Look how shiny it is with the reflection. Oh, gorgeous.
It'll no longer be a problem. We can afford it. Better in time.
Yeah. That's a mood. Goblin brain.
I know you can handle it, darling. Just get it done.
I'm always amazed by how well Howl can roleplay by himself. It is something that I struggle with so much. But Howl does it fucking flawlessly. Just let me compliment Howl for a minute. Howl is such a good role player. He's so fucking cool. I love my friends. Ooh, shiny floor. Oh, shiny.
Me neither.
Yeah, Howl's really cool. I have seen his VTuber model. It's so pretty. It is genuinely always an honor to roleplay with Howl. Oh no, he's hot. Yes. Every roleplay stuff he does, he's always mwah, chef's kiss. Beautiful. Whoa. You stop that right now, Spy Hunter. You stop that right now. You stop that right now. I'm wiggling my finger at you. You stop that right now. Oh, wait. Oh, the glass. Glass.
That must be the drinks. And the food.
Oh, the marble. Let me be in awe of these materials.
Just bring them right here.
Oh, the metal.
And get rid of the
Oh,
bullshit.
Oh, I'm distracted. Sorry.
The blue.
Oh, no.
Yes. Fits her skin color. Yes. Thank you.
His suit's so shiny. Oh my god, it's a gorilla. It's a gorilla. Monkey. Monkey. It's not latex. Latex is much shinier. Is it latex? No, latex is like shiny. But it's like silk. This is a robbery. Hand over all your self-doubt. I can't separate it from myself. It's really difficult. You can take all you want. It's gonna keep coming back. I'm a non-stop repository for self-doubt. I'm really good at it. With someone that is. Damn. Damn, Dave. I'm sorry, but it's an ever-flowing it's an unending flow. It just neumes everywhere. Look how nice this table is. Why is it kind of shaped like a coffin, though? This part.
Shouldn't be here. Yes, come take these documents. Yes.
Don't stop coming.
A shot. My God. There's a shot. From the light. She's
Whoa! The lighting, so nice, so cool. I'm just having a wonderful time. Whispers. What are you whispering about? What are you? What are you? Oh shit! What do you?
I wonder if she likes movies.
I do want to go to the cathedral with her. Yes. Is she going right now? Where is she? It's right there. Yes.
Yes, I'll put on Criminal Mind.
Pogging. Oh, shiny. Pogging. I'm pogging. Respectfully.
In the Shade of an Apple Tree is a drama set in 20th century Ireland and is already considered a masterpiece of post-collapse literature. This has been your World Report. Thank you for tuning in.
I want to know what you're. The shine! Oh my god! Look at that! That is gorgeous! That is fucking beautiful! Oh my goodness! Ooh! Ooh! Look at that! Oh my god! Oh! Woo! So, ADD at its finest. I have a small brain, alright? I see shiny thing and I go, brr! Look at it! It's so shiny! It's so shiny. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Did she leave? She's gone. Who do I request on? Who do I request on? Who? Who's the host? Who's the host?
The Swedish Academy Award for Literature
I don't know.
announced its latest recipient, Virginia Grantchester, citing her most recent book, In the Shade of an Apple Tree, as a treasure of this
Rock?
generation.
Rock?
Grantchester, who is an AI created by Raven Microcybernetics,
I am a...
applauded for several of her works over the years. Her first novel, Requiem for a Samurai,
I hit BRB and go check.
published in 70 languages simultaneously, sold over 3 million copies. In the Shade of an Apple Tree is a drama set in 20th century
Let me go
Ireland.
check.
It is already considered a masterpiece of
Let me go
post-collapse
check.
literature. This has been
It looks like it's rock.
Thank you for tuning in to N50
Bleh.
News.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the N54 News Report. I'm Jillian Jordan.
Hate my existence.
Iodine Systems have
My existence is gassy.
against multiple sclerosis.
There we go. I requested. Ew. Ooh, you can see the inside of the box. Put it no harder. They have a shader? They do have a shader. Yes. Yes. Post-processing, bitch. Let's fucking go. Just waiting for my request. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good, Chad. Look how good this is. Woo. Have a good sleep, Ison. Have a good sleep. Having a good sleep schedule is much more important than staying up to watch a stream. Oh. Boop. Oh, I love Uzu. No.
Very interesting information today.
Sorry, I
Like,
was
a lot of
judging.
information.
As my chat said, I was judging the map like a dog show host. I was just going around constantly, just like, whoa, look at it, it's so shiny.
It's really cool, isn't it?
It's a
I
fi-
was
it's
waiting
a
for him
gorgeous
to go cart
map.
down, but I realized I think he's doing like some internal like
Yeah,
character
he is.
workshopping.
He's doing some he's doing some internal
So,
stuff.
which was cool to
He's having
watch
a good time.
anyways, but I mean, I wanted to, we have,
We do have conversations to have. What have you dragged me into? I can't say no to him. My mom's gonna be so mad.
She's gonna flip her shit. Dude. The first time you go out in public, the first time I take you out in public.
My mom's gonna be mad at me. Mara, my mom's gonna be mad at me.
I know.
Mara.
When shit hit the fan.
My mom's gonna be mad at me. My mommy mad at me. My mommy mad at me. She's gonna put locks on my wheels. I need to talk to my dad. I think my dad's gonna be mad at me.
So, you would have noticed on the bus ride back, or the bus ride to wherever the next point is where we can like get here, she would be in like a cold sweat.
Yeah.
So, like her hair,
and
like,
Lana would notice the Rayna equivalent of.
Yes, she noticed that at the end there. So
that's right. It's just like, oh, I do not think it is a good idea for you to be alone with them.
No, it's not.
And just be like,
I blame Dirt. Dirt rolled a 14.
What the hell? We gonna do?
I had my chat roll. I had them roll on that decision because that was one of those decisions that like I don't feel confident in making one way or the other. So I was like, we're gonna leave this one up to the chance, and then roll above a 10.
Raina's just like, why? Yes. Why do you have a sleepover? This is a bad person to have a sleepover with.
She has her reasons.
Where's my dad? Mary, Mom's gonna be mad at me. Mom's gonna be mad at me. She's gonna put locks on my wheels.
Do I need to be Junie?
That's up to you.
Do I need to be Junie?
No, that's up to you. I'm gonna talk to my friend, the police, and yeah, I'm gonna talk to my friend, the police, and then I'm gonna talk to my dad.
What?
I said yes. That's all I did.
Why did you say
I
yes?
made a friend.
Yeah, we made new.
I don't like that.
We made a new friend today.
I don't like either of those answers.
We made a new friend.
I don't like.
They're having a sleepover with
I
our
don't
friend.
like either of those answers.
Public with me.
Why?
They're having a sleepover with our friend. And they offered me to also have a sleepover, but my mom would have said no, so I said no.
Yeah.
Like a good
This one
child.
would have been like, In my head, I was like 10,000% no. Say no. Say no.
Say no.
You
Say
have
no.
to get
Say no.
approval,
Say no.
10,000%
Say no. Say no.
Never happening. No. That was when the cold sweat started.
That's all I have to say.
All right.
Because I feel like I have a general idea.
Yeah. Are people actually in RP already?
I don't know, but I want to get this conversation done because I'm excited about how this.
Let me look. No, I don't think anyone else is because everybody who's in the lobby is here.
Yeah. I gotta start up my stream and shit.
I was waiting for enough people.
Oh, they're waiting.
But I want to get in.
I want to get in. I want to get in. I want to. I want to get in before my emotional composure completely loosens.
Do you want to go? I'm ready.
Okay.
We should probably let them go in first,
Or do
because
you
some of
wanna
them
wait?
should already be here.
Oh, yeah, look, I got the pin on.
Well, then they need to get in.
Get in!
Get in.
There's enough of you.
Go RP.
With your little fingers. Go RP.
I'm adjusting things still.
Oh wait, do you need to request access?
Can't wait, because I actually have these labeled.
No, I live here.
Oh, Luna lives here.
I have my room next to Brim, I think. One of those. It says, I think it says Pala on the outside still. Unless Oblivious has changed it. When he stood up and started coming over to me and like looming over me and was like,
Yes, I have these.
surely there's no investigations about me, right? Please, Lucifer, stop.
Please, dear God in heaven. I did not. I did not. He's so good at that.
It made me so. It was terrific, and it was so good
he's
because it made me
fucking-
so uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
That I had a hard time composing my answer, which is exactly how she would have reacted.
Yeah, I mean, Rayna could tell the
I
whole
was like,
time that they were nervous,
no,
and Rayna was like,
absolutely not. There's no.
"Oh no, I need to assist in this situation. They sound nervous.
I need an adult.
We need an adult. Beep, 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 beep. Father."
Dad.
I think after this, Rayna's gonna be like, beep, 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 beep. Father, I need to talk to you about my new friend. I do not believe you will be happy.
I'm gonna get in so
But I
much
had
trouble
no
with
option.
Your family. I'm getting so much trouble.
I had
They're
no
gonna be
other
like,
choice.
No, absolutely not. She's ripped out of the internship program. Fuck you. You're a psychopath. Stay away from my daughter.
Yes, yeah,
I feel like Detective Essa is gonna call Lono up and just be like, "Stay away from my daughter."
I need you to stay away from my daughter. Father, I need you to come pick me up.
Shit.
Mom, I made a new friend. He is
That
on
was
the
some fucking
council.
good RP, though. I'm glad that you came.
I have friends in high places.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yep.
no. I'm in
Oh, no.
danger.
Oh no, Lono.
Did you Did my chat tell you that in the middle of it I was like, "Oh no, no, no." Oh no.
No.
Oh no, no, no.
Wait, are they in? Did they go in?
Some of them must have went in. Did some of them go in? Some of them must have gone in.
Yes, they went in.
Yes,
Skull
some of
and
them went in.
Trap
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh God. All right, are you gonna?
Are you ready?
Oh wait, speed.
Wait, what's the speeds?
Base is
Where
just
is it?
like, you know, baseline, but I have to go to fast because I'm a speedy baby. I'm a speedy baby. I got
I'm just gonna stay at
wheels.
base for now.
All right, I'm ready.
Also,
I'm ready.
Easy.
Three, two, one, up. Do you have a quiet place that we can talk?
We can discuss, perhaps in the garden.
Needs to be a private conversation.
Understood.
Or as private as we can get in your mother's home. Because I don't
Either
want
in the
to
garden
taken out of-
or your room.
We'll go to my room for part of it. We
Understood.
can talk about the rest of it elsewhere, but I really don't want you to be pulled out of the internship program, and I'm afraid we'll talk. Fuck. I'm sorry, by the way.
You do not need to apologize. This is not a situation that we accounted for. Perhaps this is a opportunity.
That's for sure.
As long as I am careful.
Oh, it does say my name though. I haven't been in here in forever, so it might be very dusty if there's dust that accumulates here.
Understood.
That's not too bad. Okay. First off, I am on. I need to explain myself. It is not a good idea for me to stay there with him by myself. 100% not a good idea, and don't follow my example.
I
Okay.
was going to ask. as it does not seem like a good idea given your previous mention that he is capable of being dangerous.
Yes. However, I'm going to try to set up a bit of a contingency for myself and I'm going to let my partners know, my officer partners.
I equally know that you are going there, and you have access to my number if anything is to happen.
Correct. I will keep that in mind. But I need to explain the why. And I will give you as much credit to understand as I can, and you tell me if at some point you're not understanding, and I will do my best to try to explain. But Malleus is a complex enemy. He is the best example I can give is he is a game master. He owns this tabletop, which is Zephyr City. Zephyr City is his playground, his game board. And in order for me to get the information that I need to start connecting the dots that I have against him, I need to find out more about him.
You must get closer so that you can accrue further data. This is understandable.
Yes.
Although it is a risk.
Unfortunately, I don't see a way to bring these people down without risk. I'm risking myself regardless of what I do. I might as well get more information in the meantime. So I'm glad that you understand at least that much. But there are other people that will not. Like your mother, probably your dad, probably anyone else that hears about this. So I'm going to ask you to omit I don't want you to get pulled out of the internship program. And I'm afraid that if your mom or your father knows the extent of how that meeting went, that they will yank you out entirely and we won't be able to communicate anymore. And it's not your fault that that conversation went the way that it did. It's nobody's fault.
There is technically nothing wrong with having a friendship, as we are partners. Or, in the very least, the places that we represent. So long as I do not give out data that I should not, such as information on Aegis, nor too much information on myself, as Mother has requested, I should be all right.
That is correct. If you are confident that they won't freak out, I would suspect them to freak out. But you know your parents better than I do, and it's your place to decide. I can't tell you one way or the other. I'm only recommending.
As much as I understand your fear and do not wish to be taken out of the program, I must still disclose this information with her, as well as my father, seeing as it is not...
Hiding it would be worse.
Yes.
I agree.
And equally seeing that it is not something that needs to be hidden, such as information on current cases. This is... I should not hide it from them.
That's fair. That's well explained. Good job.
Especially should he ask for a friendly meeting. It is inevitable that my mother and father would likely find out.
You should not meet with him by yourself under any circumstance.
This is understood.
And I'm going to...
Nor would my mother allow such a thing.
I'm going to say... Yes, I'm going to say further, I don't feel comfortable anymore meeting him just us two either.
Understood.
because I don't want to compromise you.
Should he ask us on a friendly outing, perhaps I will propose that my father accompany us as well.
Or,
It would be rude to continuously decline his offers.
I agree. I'm trying to think of a way.
And equally, it would not accrue us any further data.
Yes. I'm trying to think of a way that we could... Are you able to have this form, but not physically be there?
Not currently. This chassis is too complex.
Shit.
I
don't
believe
think that he'd allow your father to come either.
I already explained to him that having a guardian is a requirement to meetings. I can simply tell him that my mother would require me to have my father accompany me. I am sure he would understand.
Okay. Okay, I think that works.
Father is very capable and has training in such things as well, given that he is a detective. I am sure, if anything, he could likely assist us.
Yes. My only concern is I think your father has a bit of a history with him. So if he comes, it might be less of a candid.
I am not aware of any history.
I've spoken with your father a little bit about Malleus, but it would be his decision to know that.
Understood. I will discuss this with him. If he is not a viable option, perhaps a member of Aegis. Or another member of the
I would
ZPD.
suggest another officer. I would suggest one of my partners would come. I think that'd be better.
Understood.
Since they're technically your guardians under that sort of jurisdiction.
Under
I guess
our
is the
partnership.
best way to put it. Yes, exactly.
Rayna is a part of both kind of Aegis roleplay and the ZPD roleplay.
This idea with Malleus and the possibility of one of the guardians being another officer, and see how he takes it, because I don't want to ruin his comfort.
We should likely discuss this with him after we discuss with my mother.
Fair. That's fair. I can agree with that.
I do not want to make I do not want you to have made a compromise for nothing.
Fair enough.
I am unsure of how my mother will react, nor which guardian she would find most suitable. It may even be that she would like to accompany us. Although it is less likely due to her busy nature.
Okay. Are you okay? I noticed this was happening a lot on the way back.
I am unsure why the glitches are happening, but they are just glitches. Although I am noticing...
in particular they started when I agreed to stay.
Yes.
Did I do anything?
Something about you staying there by yourself makes me feel wrong.
That's fair. Maybe a worry is what you're feeling.
Perhaps. I believe others have tied this feeling of wrong with fear. And worry is a subcategory?
Yeah, there's like What do they call them? It's like the 5 somethings of fear. One of them is worry, the other is a fear of death and all that kind of stuff. But worry is definitely a part of it. But you shouldn't worry about me. This is my job at the end of the day, and frankly, this probably isn't the most dangerous thing I've done. It just comes with this badge, I guess, is the best way to put it. Your father would understand. I know that doesn't just erase that feeling, assuming that it is worry. But I can assure you that I believe that I'll be okay.
Understood. Though if anything
I
is
wouldn't
to
go
happen,
into this thinking that
a simple ping to me will give me the ability to call forth backup, as I do know the address.
Of course. What I will say is I'll go ahead and I'll ping you or message you before I arrive, and I will message you as soon as I leave.
Understood.
Is that fair? Okay. Sorry to make you worry or make you uncomfortable. I didn't expect that meeting to go that way, but now maybe you kind of are getting a better understanding for the reality of Zafira City. It's pretty bad. And
understand that as much as I previously assumed this was perhaps a dangerous profession, that more risks are required than I believed.
yes. And that's frankly a reality that's started to hit me in the face as well.
Even if I am not
So
an
sometimes
officer,
we have to...
now I understand my mother's worry.
Yes. 100%. Makes a ghost look like chump change in comparison. I don't think that he was going to hurt you, but having him in the station was a danger for you anyways, just in proximity. So... in any case, they can't touch you unless we slip up and make you vulnerable. So be patient with me, because I will probably be very careful from here on out with where I bring you and have you overwatch. But I will make sure to keep you as involved as possible.
I will remind, so long as there is a sufficient connection, I am capable of returning to the cathedral at a moment's notice.
Perfect. I'll keep that in mind. I don't think...
I am also still capable of my jumping.
Right.
If I am
I know that you're more
sufficiently
capable
worried, then I can simply disappear.
Oh. I see. Understandable.
Or, in the very
Okay,
least,
well, that puts me a bit more
quickly
at ease.
get away. It is why I was not worried to go to this meeting myself. I felt that honesty was worth the risk.
You understand a lot easier than most people do, and frankly, that makes you invaluable to have on the team at the department, and frankly, to be able to work with you closely.
Were we have, or if we had lied about my presence there, it would likely compromise your position and cause you a much larger risk in safety.
Yes. There is safety in honesty when it comes to trying to gain information and working with criminals to some degree. Perceived criminals, alleged criminals, I should say, right?
Currently, there is no reason that I should believe that Malleus is a risk, and I would like him to continue to believe that.
Yes. Good. 'Cause me too. But I'm probably going to second and third and fourth guess everything that I do that involves you, while still involving you, but making sure that we, precautions.
Understood.
I couldn't live with myself if something happened to you. So.
Although I am fragile, it is... I am unsure of what would happen if I was fully shattered. I believe I would return here, or rather wake up here with no recollection of previous data.
I'm more so worried about the hacking aspect of things. I don't understand that at all. And I watch Duncan just...
This is also something I do not understand.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to be careful.
I will be safe as long as he does not unplug
kinds of,
the
like,
Wi-Fi.
wireless things. They don't even need to connect directly into you to possibly hack you. I don't know. I can't understand it. So I just have to be careful.
I believe it may be important for me to have a meeting with him at some point. With Officer Kuiper. It would likely assist in my understanding of this hacking.
Absolutely. Yes, we can set that up easily.
Perhaps that way I would at least be able to determine if they are doing something like that.
How about this? With your mother's permission, it could prove beneficial to maybe have Duncan attempt hacking on you so that it's like a safe thing, and then you can learn how to detect it. He learns maybe a little bit more in comparison on how to work with complex things like you. But you can also learn how better to defend yourself. I first identify the threat and then defend against the threat.
I will bring this up with Mother.
Okay. I will bring it up with Duncan, and we'll see how it goes.
Understood.
Okay, we're alive. You have one of the best heads on your shoulders, and don't let anything change that. I'm very glad that you came with me.
Thank you.
I was apprehensive about it, but it was a good decision in the long run. And thanks for understanding the bare minimum of kind of what we have to do.
My first largest intention is my own safety, and directly after that is yours.
Good. I would say the same, except I probably put myself a little bit lower on the bar than you. But that's just my nature of my being. You shouldn't change that. Your priorities.
Understood.
Okay. You make a very good police officer, but also investigator, detective. I think that if you advance past your internship, and I'm now officially I've been, I don't know if you heard, I got promoted. I got moved to the investigation bureau or division of the ZCPD.
Congratulations.
If I make detective status, thank you. But if I make detective status, I think if you were interested, I'd like to move you into the investigative division with me and have you work directly with me and Officer Buck and Officer Amelia as well.
It would be an
work
honor.
Together in that. I think you'd be a great asset to the team. You already are, to be honest. So.
Thank you.
You have that general understanding that a detective needs, that to get a high reward, there's got to be a little risk involved. So.
As much as I am not capable of taking risks, I understand that they are important. Perhaps once I can prove to my mother that I am capable enough, I will be able to do this.
You've been doing a great job so far, so. Good things are on the horizon.
Understood.
Okay. I have to go attend to that. I will ping you as soon as I get there and as soon as I leave.
Thank
Promise.
you.
Of course.
I will see you soon.
For all your help today. Yes.
For what it is worth, I have set a goal to befriend you.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. I'm not good at this. Like I said, I mean, you know, I don't really have friends or anything like that.
I also do not have many friends. That's why it is
I guess we both
a
understand what it's
short-term
like.
goal.
Give me a moment.
Understood. I will look away while you do the temporal yoga.
I'm good.
Hooray!
I'm alive.
Understood.
All right. I would very much like to be your friend.
But you are my bestie, and I don't want you to get hurt.
Here you go.
Understood. Then I suppose we shall learn
Excellent.
about friendship together.
Yes, I'm excited about that, to be honest. All right. Friend, I'm going to head out, and I will see you later.
Good luck, friend.
Thank you, friend. Okay. You may exit, friend.
Thank you, friend.
Goodbye, friend.
Goodbye, friend.
Catch you on the flip side.
I will see you later, alligator.
Take care. Thank you for everything, Rayna.
You are welcome.
Keep it up.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course.
Hmm. Hello.
How are you?
And I
I
definitely
am
got snacks too.
operational.
That is positive.
I think saw you. I'm not sure if that was our first meeting or not.
I mean, I know it's not
Good
the
to
first
see you around
the
again.
Hypers saw me because she saw me during.
Apologies, I have been busy with my internship.
Especially when
How's
we
it
were fighting
going?
Zarus
That-
one time, and we were
that's
having to defend the
understandable.
puzzle.
It is going well.
Busy work towards something.
What is up, family?
Make this like a weird egg. Hello.
Yeah, hey.
Morning.
What's good? Good morning. Hey, Rayna. Long time no
Hello.
see. How you doing?
I am operational.
It's good to hear.
Sounds like you had a nap.
Yeah.
How long?
Nothing wrong.
Oh. Wait, are you injured?
These two both are.
I'm getting overtime.
Okay. I will refrain then. I'll be good.
One of my rooms betrayed
I mean,
me.
2 new friends. One friend is
One
good.
for
What
what?
the other friend, my parents
Oh,
might be
yeah.
disappointed with.
Yeah.
Her ribs or
Decided to
roommates?
go the opposite way.
Rib is what caused her surgery.
I straight up thought she said my roommate betrayed me, and I was like,
No, rib.
Yeah.
who the fuck is your roommate?
And they were roommates?
They were roommates. Water.
Bandit! Thank you so much for the rain!
Technically roommates here if we live on the computer.
I don't
Some
live
reason.
on the station.
I got offered like a
It is
room
my
once or
secret
twice in the
closet
past.
friend.
I never took it.
Crystal Thorn Friends!
What about you, Sky?
I love role-playing with Band-Aid so much. I'm so happy I get to roleplay with Band-Aid more. I love role-playing with Band-Aid. Band-Aid's so cool.
Working.
True.
very
Yeah.
busy lately.
Other than just visiting here, I don't do much here. And I just say hi. That's basically it. I come up here and say hi.
I'm sorry.
If I squish.
I can't do much about it, chat.
Yeah, no, I mean there are plenty of people on the station.
Just how it how the thing crops. I'll try and fix it later. Sorry about rolling bad for bad.
Okay, we're working on what now?
It's fine, Rochelle. Nothing much.
Okay. You're gonna have to
Here.
forgive me. Like a rattle.
I'm gonna DM Esso.
Crystal Thorn for life.
However.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think it was going up the stairs. I thought you would
Oh
oh my god.
I am. But however,
There still celebrate the holiday.
gentle squish.
Ah, I see.
Rayna,
Celebrate Christmas undead as well as your father boneless.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be crumble?
Esso.
It's just like a little slur.
Hello, Father. Are you sitting down?
Like a
Really slur,
I
but
said
I don't. So it varies from telling to telling, is what I've heard. So do you mean a pure force to punish naughty children?
I miss the shit out of you. This is. I feel like I'm here, but I'm also not. But I'm.
You're in a weird blank.
Really
You're in a
sorry.
weird
blank.
Yeah.
Our Santa Claus is... undead would be like saying that there's a different Santa Claus for each race. Like there's an orc Santa or a fey one.
Rochelle, can't you fill us in on that?
We just call them sugar plum fairy.
Whoa.
Fucking
I have to
crazy
Google
about
this
this
shit.
holiday.
Now I can't get the image out of my head of Santa being a shapeshifter.
Alright, hold on.
I mean,
Is there
on top of all the other crazy shit he does.
Just
No,
Santa's a
not images,
shapeshifter.
not images, not images. Not images. I don't think there's such a thing
No,
as
did she?
orcas.
All right, so that you know what I messaged.
Hello, Father. I have made a perhaps questionable friend today. I believe I may require your guidance and assistance.
Why?
Wait, hold on.
You
saved my life more
times now than I can count. This is bullshit.
Wait, Kaya, let me try something.
Wait and see if he starts to reply.
What
It
the
doesn't.
fuck?
I can't faster.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, he's online, so I don't think he will reply.
I'm surprised
Oh wait, PL.
how many times that worked on Saya
I
already.
don't understand why that works. I don't get it.
You know,
I live somewhere.
He's already in VR.
Is that one of my main
physics of this universe.
He's probably a
Maybe
PL.
Flux is just in the mood for Lion King and the good animated series, not the fucking
Yes.
3D.
Yeah.
Huh?
Dude, if you ever just wanted me to shut the fuck up for like an hour and a half.
Esso's gonna be upset. I don't think Esso's gonna be happy.
Are you gonna cry when you
A person who doesn't cry when Mufasa dies is a fucking psychopath. Is a fucking psychopath, alright?
Spoilers.
Mufasa died 2,400 years ago.
From another bunny shift tonight. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little tired. We'll see. We'll see.
You know, my friend.
Maybe a short shift tonight.
That I have.
Let me
But I
pop.
have to tell you
Let me pop and see if my pop has responded. Let me pop and see if my pop. Yeah. Oh, he says on my way, kiddo.
Yes, it is.
He's coming on. He's gonna come in.
We don't talk about that one again.
I mean, but it's kind of I found it funny.
There's a lot of things that actually.
Oh my God, my dad's coming.
No, we don't talk
Under bed.
Why is that?
Oh my God, he's right there.
There's only one thing that I love about Lion King 1.5. Only one thing.
Do they crash
I was just about to respond.
Mm.
I believe we should talk somewhere quiet and where you can sit down.
I've been doing a lot of sitting down.
I believe this is a sitting
Honestly,
down topic.
standing is kind of nice. Hi. Hey, everyone's not dead. That's spicy.
Unfortunately, yes, no one is dead.
Keep it up. Has Sai almost died yet? Ah. Stop sucking. You got it. Alright, let's go.
Oh no.
Whoa! Slapster! Oh my god! Slapster! Holy shit! Holy fuck! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Oh god.
That's a lot of gifts!
I've been dealing with
Slapster, thank you so much! Oh my god!
I've been busy. I've been busy as fuck.
I hope you have a happy holidays.
At this fucking point.
Thank you very much. I don't know how to properly respond to this.
Maybe if you kung fu is what I guess it's wood kung fu. But no, just a lot of political shit.
I am composed.
Yeah, no, I know.
Jiminy
It's becoming
Christmas.
constant. Good news though.
Thank you very much.
Good news though. Now that things are clean, they're portaling in and out. It's fucking.
Slapster. Oh my
clean.
god, I might cry.
Second kiddo
I'm trying not
texted
to
me. I was
cry.
already
Thank
here.
you so much.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see
I'm
you.
breathing. I'm
Of
breathing.
course, yeah, same to you.
I'm
Glad to see you guys are
breathing.
dead.
Slapster, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
no,
very
gotta take
much
my own pulse
appreciate that.
occasionally.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
as long as that doesn't become a habit.
Oh.
Yeah, only sometimes.
Oh my god. I
Alright.
feel lightheaded.
Honestly, all I wanted to do
Holy
was run off
shit.
like a little
I'm gonna
baby
get some
and go have
water.
fun.
I feel
She's
lightheaded.
talking to some serious.
Oh, she was or wasn't?
Yes, she's about to. We're about to go have a talk.
Go, run, go! I just wanted a hug.
Well, motherfucker was waiting on you. All right. Look, well, come on, kiddo.
I'm leaving.
Understood.
Good luck, Dad of the Year. Good luck, baby.
Head of the year, thank you.
Hello, Skullbacker. Oh, it was a very large. It was very large. It was very large. No. No.
So how you been, sweetheart?
I have been operational. My internship has been going very well.
It's good to hear.
Officer Lono seems impressed with my operation.
Understood. I'm glad to hear. I mean, to be fair, you are essentially fantastic in everything you do, so.
She has offered me, if she gains a detective status, that she would like to bring me with her.
I remember when people used to call on me to do detective stuff. Now they got a bunch of them. I have
You
become
are
police.
still a detective. In fact, I
Yeah.
specifically offered your expertise in a particular issue we are having.
I'm sure they don't really need me for it. This
I
old man's
believe
lost
you will
time.
understand once we discuss.
Okay.
I believe I have made a decision that may be a risk.
Well, you're my daughter, so that's gonna happen.
I believe it would have been more of a risk if I had said no.
Yeah, being put in this situation comes with sadly the SO family tree. not been here in a while.
You have been away for a long time.
Yeah.
It is good to see you.
And they got me... It's good to see you too, honey. I've been meaning to stop by more, but... yeah, you lose track in the void, and suddenly time becomes just non-existent.
I understand that you are busy.
Yeah. Well, the good news, though, it's not like I'm out there getting myself attacked a whole bunch. In fact, things are actually relatively calm. Now it's just politics at this point.
Thankfully, I have, up until this point, been very safe as well.
It's good to hear. I know you're a grown woman now, so you can kind of make your own choices. Unless your mom, restricts the leash, but...
I believe, technically, most would refer to me as a teenager.
Yeah, but I've always been told not to treat you exactly like a kid, because obviously, artificial intelligence, and I personally think you are smart enough and more mature than most teens. You show similar traits to what an adult should. Maybe a bit more confused adult, but an adult.
Understood.
Like 18, sometime around then. So, what's up? Something good, something bad, something in between?
I am now friends with Malleus.
Aha, it's something bad. Understood.
He asked if I would be his friend. I felt it was more dangerous to say no. And equally, if I said no, then it would not give me more data.
Now, before I headed out, talking to Malleus, actually, we had planned to have a meeting. I doctored some kind of fake friendship with him and was going to go with Shay, actually, to talk to him. Maybe collaborate in some work so that way I could get a better close look into him and see exactly what's going on, what his museum is, and maybe possibly, after doing some acts that I'd rather not, maybe get an idea of where his ship is or something.
I believe then that the offer I have for you will be potentially rewarding.
Alright, Ms. Detective, what you got?
I do not believe Mother will allow me to go by myself. And I do not believe that me and Lono should go by ourselves. I do not believe it is safe. So I offered that perhaps you could join me as my guardian. Should we have a friendly
Makes sense.
meeting?
I'm your father.
He has already made perhaps not an offer, but mentioned the possibility of taking us to his museum.
He's talked about it too. Well, alright then. From one detective to another, let's go ahead and collaborate on our information.
Understood.
I'm not gonna treat you right now. You want to be treated like a adult detective? Then we'll do it. So, number one. There's a couple different cases that have bounced around. None solid, but enough information that it could be incriminating if evidence were to come out. Sadly, that evidence probably will not come out. But there were three families that were identified just around Saphira, who now currently have vacated. Family members from them vanished. Missing reports were made, but then were subsequently closed. The families then suddenly released no information, closed off all ties, and many of them left. I found one family that didn't. These people also received large funds from Malleus. Apparently he had given them money to help them recuperate from their losses, subsequently around the same exact time as they were taken, roughly days within distance. We believe these people were taken. Each one of these families doctoring exotic people. We don't have the exact information on what it was and who they were, because the families have either left or would not give any information for obvious reasons. But money was given to them, and they were paid off. There is some small bits of evidence, CCTV footage, of these people leaving with Malleus people. Unfortunately, no further evidence could be found. None of it showing that they were kidnapped, none of them showing that they were being taken forcefully, all of it seeming vague. Just enough that obviously to any person he's done something bad, but not enough to actually incriminate.
So
We
you
also
are
know that there
worried
is a
that he
ship
may be
taking
kidnapping
exotic
people of exotic nature.
Yes, ma'am.
I now have
A lot of people
a
were talking about it.
better understanding of Lono's mention that he is potentially dangerous.
His nickname is the Collector. What he collects is a bit more vague. He speaks of a museum, and I don't believe this is the exact place we need to get to. I believe he does collect artifacts and things of similar nature. We shared stories of my own and his own. But there is a ship. Forget the exact name of it, because a lot of those documents are kind of dusty, but I can go dust them out and send them to you if I can. But on this ship, it's believed that he's keeping these people. These exotic individuals. There's also this potential speaks of possible mental manipulation. Mind you, I don't really trust a lot of the PL people whenever they tell me a lot of things, because normally they get their information through vague means, potentially illegal means. Not really my kind of way of gathering information, though breaking the law sometimes does come into being an investigator, but normally not in the ways they go about it. Personally, the Thieves Guild and their people, not exactly something I want to touch. But one person went missing. I believe they were... fuck their name, it's been so long. They went missing for a couple days. Then suddenly they were working for Malleus. Their actions were not consistent with how people knew them. Shay was able to see it pretty easily. They were being brainwashed, essentially. Of course, though, just because Shay can see it doesn't mean it's solid evidence. And proving someone's brainwashed is not exactly something that I think the ZPD or any of us really has the capability of doing. So unfortunately, that doesn't become to be solid evidence, but it's a vague hint to what might be happening. I've also gone...
I believe Lono worded it as worried. I believe I am worried about Lono's safety.
You should be. Lono's a good cop. Lono's
She is
consistent,
currently
but Lono's also hard-headed.
going back to his penthouse. She is intending to stay the night.
That is...
alone.
That is...
He made the offer for
one
both
of the
of us
dumbest
to.
decisions I've ever heard.
However, due to the fact that I knew Mother would not be... that Mother had not approved of this action, I could not do it myself. Thus
Well,
why
you're
I denied
safe.
him.
Well, see, you need to play your cards right. You have a card that Lono doesn't have, unfortunately. You are Hybris' daughter. You're a member of Aegis. Which would mean, if he were to even lay a hand on you in any way that would potentially add you to his collection, he would be breaking that immediately, causing a way bigger investigation than I think he wants, considering that Hybris would literally probably detonate a planet if it means getting you back. And
Thus
me,
why I
well,
am worried for Lono's safety.
yeah, Lono
She
doesn't
is
have that.
a
Although
Naya.
Lono is a member of the ZPD. She is, but she's a part of the ZPD. Once again, another card that keeps her a little bit safe. He goes for people who don't have ties to these groups. Loners. And that's why Zephyr City is a great hunting ground for him. A lot of people who go there don't even have paperwork on themselves. Remember, if you don't have paperwork on yourself, you're borderline an object to some people. You have to be careful. Because if he claims ownership, and if he gets the right paperwork, that's In the Market District,
Thankfully-
there's some shady things that happen there.
Thankfully, in the very least, I know where Lono is, and I have asked her to ping me if anything goes wrong.
I think she'll be safe. Like I said, she's
She
got the
has
ZPD tied to
also
her, so if she does change...
promised that as soon as she arrives, she will send me a message, as well as when she leaves in the morning.
What's her reasoning for staying at the penthouse? Did she give you one?
It is a risk she is taking in an attempt to get closer to Malleus. She can gain more data that way.
That's a really dumb way to go about the risk. There's not a whole lot of information she will gain from doing that. In fact,
Being
actually, she'll probably just
his-
play into Malleus's hand.
Being his friend is one way to get one step closer to him.
Yes, but it's also one step way to get yourself fucked over. Remember, mind manipulation's on the play here.
Yes.
It's what's the prediction to what he's doing. Which means he could easily, while she's sleeping, do something to start teetering her over. Careful little bits. Maybe music, a video, little hypnotizing thing, magic. There's all different kinds. By doing that, she could have potentially just made herself in a huge risk. And also, there are other ways she could have played her cards to potentially become his friend rather than put yourself into please kidnap me territory.
I am
You have
unsure
to make sure.
why exactly she took up his offer.
I don't know either. Like I
However,
said, Lono's hard-headed, so...
Analyzing her previous behavior, I believe she is perhaps even more willing to take risks than even you are.
She hasn't been an investigator long. She doesn't know what it means yet. Yeah, she's a good cop. She's a good person.
Passionate
Extremely, which is dangerous.
and very.
You have to...
I believe others have mentioned it as a heart of gold.
Or the startings of a hero complex. Look, when you're doing this job, you have to remember that it's not simple like it used to be. It's not just good guys, bad guys, the mafia, yakuza. Now it's different. Now people have magic, technology that expands the stars. Groups have modified and changed so much. Even the yakuza is not even the same anymore. It's completely changed. And the mafia, even though it still exists, is a completely different beast.
Even Lono
You have to be
is a part of
extremely...
this.
She is. But in essence, all she really is at the end of the day is just a fish in fancy clothes. Doesn't make it any easier. There's not a whole lot of information she could gather. Building a friendship that way is not bright either, but...
I do not believe that this specific outing is related to gaining data. I believe it is more a stepping stone. A way to gain reputation.
There's better ways to do it. Building a workship relationship with him was essentially what I was essentially going for. Finding work to do for him that wouldn't require me to put myself
She
into
did
a
not
defenseless
make this
state.
offer. This was an offer that he made to her.
Exactly, and some offers need to be declined. It's understandable to accept some, build a friendship with him, but others just make you sound foolish. For instance, you accepted his friendship. That's a safe offer. You can accept a friendship and then step away, and then re-enter a safe setting.
Yes, I currently have no reason to believe, or at least he does not believe I have any reason to believe he is dangerous, and I would like to keep it that way.
Currently. And that's good. That's very good. That's why you want to keep this up. What she accepted was a dangerous offer. In his eyes, what she could have just done is made herself look foolish. Like, oh, it's that easy. I now know how I can manipulate her. She could use this away against him, but I don't know. Malleus is a different kind of beast. He's not one I'm even used to dealing with. I'm used to dealing with corrupt cops, idiots, officers, demons, devils, morons with a lot of power and a lot of guns. He, though he's smart, he's thinking, he's using his tools way more effectively than he needs to. Any person that's tried to investigate him, he knows.
We went there with intentions of
Give me a goddamn boomer juice.
correcting his citizenship. The files on him were incomplete. When he was asked what his race is, he simply referred to it as ancient. I am still unsure what that means. But it would seem he is much older than us. And he is from a different plane, I believe. Slapster, thank you so much for the gift sub!
I noticed little bits as well. I couldn't fully investigate because I didn't want to risk potentially getting myself outed. I don't know what he is. Opening my eyes to the weave, it looked weird. When I open my eyes to the weave, I see things. I see strands, little bits of magic coming off somebody. I heard noises, whispers. I'm used to seeing messed up things in the void, but with him, a spine chill I felt. It was not something I'm very comfortable with. I've heard a lot of people from PL coming up with ideas. Shay, why are you looking all ominous?
Hello.
Okay.
I was hiding. Hi.
Uh-huh. Hi.
I was there for a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, spooky. Well, good job, though. Caught me off guard.
Getting better at it.
Apparently. Remember that invitation to go to the museum? With Mr. Malleus?
Yeah.
He has just received the same thing.
Oh.
Yep, she's a little investigator now.
Oh, I see.
I am only an intern.
That's how it starts. You start out as an intern, get a case that's way too big for you, person you're working under ends up getting in a whole lot of trouble, you have to break a whole lot of laws and bounds to sieve your way into the top, and then find out what the information is, risk your life trying to save them, just barely make it out, get enough information, put them down.
I am
It's happened to me.
not going to break laws.
Try your best not to.
And
In fact, I genuinely hope you never have to.
at least until I am capable of proving myself towards Mother, I am not able to take very large risks.
Yeah, well, your mother's probably always going to try to keep you on a bit of a leash. I tried to get that damn thing off you for as long as possible, but it is a war that I am genuinely too tired to deal with anymore.
Perhaps you could assist me in
I trust you. Assist you in what?
in training to get better with my glitch jumps. In avoiding risks.
And how exactly can I help you with your glitch jump? I could do void portals, but that's roughly about it. I don't think that's going to help you much.
I have discussed with Mother previously and gained permission to in at least the virtual space have spars.
Oh, I don't want to have to hit my kid.
If all goes how I want it to, you will not hit me.
Yeah, but there's gonna be at least one time where it doesn't go right, and then I end up socking my daughter in the mouth. No offense or anything, but that is the last thing I'd like to do.
That is why we would do it in the simulation.
Hell, I feel bad bapping Shay in the back of the head sometimes.
If it is in the simulation, I will not be hurt.
I do. I always feel bad. I hate hitting you.
Did you feel bad when you pushed me into the water?
Not that time. Here. Alright, fine. I will do my best to assist you.
Understood.
I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it anyways. I love you, honey. Do
Thank
anything
you.
for you. You know that.
Yes.
Here's what I will tell you. Here's what I will tell you, though. I want you to do your best to never have to break a law. I want you to do your best to stay to the law, stay true, stay respectful, stay honorable. But just know that someday down the line, stuff gets difficult. The more you step into this whole detective thing, it gets complicated. For Lono, it's always going to be black and white. Follow the law, do as you're told, get it done. But some days things get difficult. You fight against people who use the law against you. You fight against people who are able to manipulate it. People who are able to pay off cops, work just within the bounds, but then do deeds and commit acts that are atrocious. So sometimes you have to work around things. There's been plenty of times I've broken and entered, and plenty of times I've committed an assault or two. It's bad, and it's terrible things you should never have to do, but the more you dig into this, the more you have to go up against people who have built fortresses around themselves that you have to try to work around. But if you do anything in this job, it is to protect and to serve.
Protect and serve.
Yep, and
Serving
fly away
yourself across
immediately.
the garden.
Yep, right
Temporal
across the garden.
yoga.
You know, the temporal yoga. Protect and serve. You are helping people. You are never doing this to help yourself. You are doing this for others. Your family, your friends, the people down below, the people who can't stand for themselves.
I am attempting to lessen suffering,
Lessen suffering.
while
You have
also
been doing that
accruing
since
data.
the start. Yeah, data's important.
It is very important to me.
Well, luckily, you are... It does not hurt you. You are made of... Ugh.
I can at least pretend it does.
I got depressing fast. Okay. You are perfect for a detective, because one of the main things you have to do is watch people.
I can just make
You have to
tell us what
learn.
everything is.
You can do that, unless they are specifically a being that is not
no!
affected by that.
Oh no!
You're right about
Which
that.
exists.
Handsome fish! Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
It
no.
exists. But watching people, analyzing them, catch little parts of their movement, even sometimes tearing a conversation in a way specifically to piss somebody off, so you can see what they do when they're angry. You have to learn how to manipulate and alter a conversation. You have to walk in and act like you know everything. even if you don't know anything at all. Solve the case through just simple conversation. Learn what they're doing. Ask questions. Tear around everything. Anything can get you the answer you want. Asking him about where he went to go eat last night can potentially tip you off to a lie. Maybe even some kind of strange pattern that you could catch on to. Anything could be a tool. This job is basically taking all the information you've ever gathered on someone and keeping it apart piece by piece to find that little bit that solves
Oh
the
my
entire case.
god, Shay.
It's difficult though. It's a lot of data. It's a lot of information. And sometimes you're just going to be wrong. But you never give up. And you always keep trying. A door is never fully shut. Not for us. For a detective, the worst a door can ever be is just cant it a little bit.
Technically,
'Cause we
doors
can
are
find
never
a way.
truly shut for me, as I can simply
Metaphor,
teleport
honey.
through them.
Metaphor, honey. Metaphor, honey. Metaphor.
Oh.
Not literal doors. Metaphorical doors.
I am still learning metaphors.
As in, like, opportunities. You're doing your best, I know. By that I mean pathways, opportunities. There's always something. You just have to dig deep enough.
Understand.
And sometimes it'll cause you to dig into places you may not want to go. You hate suffering, but in this job, you'll probably end up scrounging through more suffering than you could ever ask for. And it's rough, and it's painful, and it
Believe that is somewhat the intention. If I do not see people who are suffering, then it is impossible for me to help them.
True. I don't know if it'll be difficult for you. I don't. Maybe you'll be better at handling it than I was. But sometimes it can be rough. You want to help people, but sometimes the best opportunity to get information is to not help them. Sometimes by allowing someone to suffer, you actually can get information on how to stop it, but first you have to allow it, which then in turn means you caused suffering, which is that internal battle that you end up having to fight. When's the right time to act? When's the right time to hold back? You'll never feel like you made the right choice. You just have to have faith in yourself that what you're doing is right.
Understand.
Always try to be confident in your decisions. Even if the one you're making feels almost kind of wrong, if you make the decision, make it. And go through with it.
I attempt
There'll always be
to
ramifications to your actions.
calculate most of my decisions before I make them.
Sometimes you might not have time.
Data.
All the data.
Data. I don't know why I like saying that word. It's fun, Nia.
Yeah, why do you think they like getting so much of it?
Because it is my prime directive.
Is it like knowledge
Yes,
or
ma'am.
something?
Yeah. Except with like numbers.
Oh, okay.
It is all forms of knowledge.
Zolani likes knowledge. She has a bunch of books where she lives.
Oh, yeah, she does. She does.
Why? Why am I dying?
I know you'll do well, though. You've always done phenomenal. Even when you were making mistakes, you still found a way to push through them as best you could. I know you'll be smart. And honestly, I know.
Doing my best.
The best
I
is
know.
all we can ask for.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, you probably will do better at this job than I ever did.
Are we still going to the museum?
I
Was it
don't
up-
think so. I'm
No?
not
Okay.
sure. I really don't think so anymore. I think that's kind of ship's
Hmm.
past.
Okay.
And now that I'm stuck in the void dealing with fucking politics, I don't think I really have the time anymore.
You've been in the void? Oh, that explains that. You should see Zephos now. She's like, since she's like all good now, she's wearing like, she just looks like, what would you call it? A gamer. Like, baggy hoodie, baggy eyes. She's just all hyped up on coffee.
That disappoints me greatly, but all right. Well,
She's
I'm
just
happy
tired.
for her.
She's been working a lot.
Right. Uh-huh. That's all we ever do now. Ah, still.
Perhaps if you get time, you could join me in video games.
I would not mind that. That actually sounds really nice, honestly.
There are some new ones
Me and
which
Teehee
came
got
out.
into video games.
Oh, there are?
Yes.
Hmm.
I will
Understood.
show them to you.
That sounds like a good time. You good?
What? Yeah,
Purse
yeah,
getting
yeah.
back up?
Crystal. Yeah, crystals are getting hard to move.
They require
Right.
switches.
Mm.
We are both doing it at the same time.
I had to scratch my ear. I'm sorry.
That's good. Yeah.
Is this how you can tell that they are brothers?
Ha ha ha.
I always thought it was the pink or the blue.
Yeah, we do share the pink and blue.
Mm.
I'm not a cat though. So
No, you're not a cat. You're a naiad.
I'm not a cat. I'm not a naiad. I'm not a fish. I'm not a fish.
I know you're not.
Nor will I ever be a fish.
Mm.
I'm like a dragon, dude. I got a cool tail. Come on, look at this thing. Still mighty.
Yeah. Looks great. It's a shame.
It does.
I got a little cat tail.
Ooh.
That's my choice. I could have looked like Zephos, but I decided to look a little bit more snazzy.
I mean, it's all crystal. That's still heft.
I'm
Just
all
swing that thing the wrong way. That's what I'm saying. Swing that thing the right way, you just cleave through someone.
True.
I do not have heft. If I hit someone with my tail, it might break.
Oh,
You
yeah,
might end up
I have
breaking
that
it.
problem too.
If I hit someone
Especially
with
if
my
it's
arm,
blood
it might
damage.
break.
Oh. Yeah. Look at
Or
this
if I
thing.
fall down wrong.
I can't get it to look like this one. Or my leg like that one. At least I match him in a way.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Together they have two functioning legs.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Do I feel it?
Yeah.
It's very smooth. A little bumpy.
It feels like shade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like Shay.
I didn't know
So,
I had a feeling.
Yeah, dude. Come on, you're like the cat. Fuzzy cat. Fuzzy cat. What?
You're staring in my eyes. You better be careful. Uh-oh.
Just turn off.
Just turn off.
Ah. Don't do that. We both have weird eyes.
We both have weird eyes, yes.
We do.
See, I don't think it would work on her, though.
I don't think so, but I also don't want to test that.
I wouldn't make her do anything. I'm not that evil.
No, I know, but still. I love this girl. She's my bean.
Speaking of,
I would just see if she could, like, raise her hand or something.
Lono proposed a potential training exercise. I am going to have
Lono
to get it
training you?
approved
What,
by
combat?
Mother. Not Lono. Officer Kuiper. I would like to
Oh yeah, little small
gain
one.
more data on cybersecurity and hacking. Lono
You
suggested
seem like
a
a swell.
potential attempt for Kuiper to attempt hacking me so that I can understand what it feels like and how to stop it. However, given my connection to Mother, this would be something that requires approval.
That'd be kind of scary.
Yeah, I am 100% sure your mother would, in every way, not allow that.
Yes.
And it'd probably be best that I'm not there, because I would break Kuiper's fingers, so...
Oh my goodness.
He is not going
Just a
to
test, isn't it?
attempt to do anything bad. He is part of the
No, I
ZPD.
know. It'd be more or less of controlling my instincts right there. Like allowing someone to try to hack my daughter, that's...
Control your urges.
I wonder what the hacking is the difference of illusion. We could always see if it works. I won't make her do anything stupid, I promise. I'm not that crazy.
I know, and I know it. I should want her to train.
Good night, Sour.
And to experience these things. It's just.
Besides, if I can figure out how to see if I can get illusion, if someone puts an illusion on her, I'd be able to tell. It's my whole thing.
Perhaps with Mother's permission.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be a no because she does not like me.
Why does she not
She
like
does not like any. She doesn't like any of my family.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
So that's a no.
But I mean, to be fair, your mother is very hyper specific on anything she likes.
It's okay.
Understood.
Yeah.
Just thought we give it a try, but it isn't better. Just if you ever feel like something's wrong, any magic affected you or anything, let me know. I can probably see if there's something on you.
Understood.
Yeah, that is literally what they do. So they probably would
For my cybersecurity, I will use
Ate a bunch of illusion
NordVPN.
magic once, now just wowed at it. Woo!
Do not worry, I am extremely safe. I have installed NordVPN.
So what have you been up to, honey? I'm sorry I haven't been around as often as I'd like to.
Mostly a lot of paperwork.
I'll let you guys talk. I'm gonna go bother somebody.
Gotcha.
I believe Lono's station has required assistance for a long time. I have been helping in
does not
cleaning up
surprise me.
files. As well as
like
researching
you-
data.
Sounds like you've been their savior.
Yes. In a metaphorical sense.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Good job. Look at you.
Yes. I do not know where, or rather, what Luna and Jaden have been up to. They have both been very busy.
Yeah, a lot of the family's kind of separated a bit. Honestly, it's kind of just been me and you for the most part. Occasionally your mom, but even that's been kind of difficult lately.
I suppose it is Perhaps a grateful opportunity. That I should need your assistance in this case. It will afford us more
I want to be honest, It's true. I've just been kind of waiting for the day when you finally didn't really need me anymore, honestly, but it's nice.
Input is always helpful and welcomed.
Oh, thanks, honey. You make this old man still feel kind of important.
I am always learning. I believe you have many times assisted in that. I would not have learned about
I try.
a moral system were it not for your input. Thus, I likely would not be in the internship.
True enough.
I believe you have assisted in my development much. And I would like you to continue to assist.
Well, I'll always be here for you, honey. All you gotta do is call on me. It turns out I've been in the void for a little bit too long. It kind of feels like second nature to me now. Opening up one of those old portals is pretty easy. Take the snap of the fingers. And they're open.
I will make sure
So, wherever you need
to
me.
call upon you for more recreational reasons. Perhaps if I
would
just
love
so
that.
happened to make coffee. That just so happens to be the kind that you very much enjoy.
I could enjoy anything with you, honey. You know that.
Understand?
Except for necromancy.
I do not believe I can practice necromancy.
Good. I've never tried. Still icky. Still very, very gross.
Thank you for your counsel.
You don't gotta thank me, honey. I love you.
I know
I'll
I
just
am
do
not
whatever I have
required
to.
to. But I believe you deserve things.
I don't know what side of the family you got all that kindness from, but God bless it, it ended up in you. That's where you've earned the nickname Ray of Sunshine.
I will require a meeting relatively soon.
With me?
Yes.
I'll make sure to keep myself available.
I have begun preparations for the holiday.
Okay. Well, I can be around. I can be
Understood.
around. It's good to see you, honey. Genuinely.
It is good to see you.
Alright. Well, we don't have to make this meeting entirely just a whole bunch of us having deep personal talks. Do you want to show me some of these new games?
Understood. I would like that.
Alright. Ladies first. To be honest, honest, I am incredibly rusty, so please do not judge me.
I am going to give you full judgment and criticism.
All right. You got the sarcasm from me, but the spiciness from your mom.
It is not sarcasm. The only way for you to improve your skills in games is if I tell you what is wrong.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. This place has not changed one bit, huh?
Not really. I have explored as much as I can. Multiple times.
I'm not surprised.
It is why I have enjoyed the internship. I got to go on
could understand.
public transportation.
Oh yeah? And how was that?
Buses are not very fast,
You don't say.
nor stable. However, they
You
do
don't say.
have good opportunities for people watching.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I wish I had to avoid public transportation. Never a huge fan. Hated the subways. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh.
Video games.
Ugh. Old.
I didn't expect you to actually come in. I thought you were burgers.
What? No, I literally got into the lobby when you sent that message, so I was like, yeah, fuck it.
I was like, oh fuck, he's right there.
Hi. Excuse me. Teleportation's a
Thank
hell
you
of a
for
thing,
being my
yo.
dad. Ego.
It's for the real gamers.
It's for the gamers. Gamers.
I wasn't expecting Shay. Shay caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit,
Just
hi.
popped out of nowhere.
We did not collaborate. Those, yeah, no. No complaints.
Go see baby Rayna.
Yeah.
Look upon my baby.
The child.
The child. The baby.
Ooh, it's a child.
The baby. The
It
baby.
could cause a child.
The baby loves you.
Aw. I love her too.
Good baby. Pet, 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 pet.
Good babega.
Oh!
Just grab her and just.
Oh!
No!
It's dead.
If it was really my child, it would rise back up.
B.
There it is.
Necromancy. Necromancy.
You're no longer my child.
Like a baseball, just. Whew.
I remember that time a baseball just like assaulted me? Yeah.
Father, I have lost many polygons.
Father, I am low poly now.
Father, I am low poly. And only 2 materials. Father, my armature is simplified.
I don't know if
Father,
there's
I am
any.
nothing more than a literal puppet.
Father, I am now a cheese ball.
Oh my god. I am now the forbidden gusher.
I am a forbidden fruit gusher.
Disgusting.
Entering low power mode.
Ugh.
Sleepy baby.
I did rolls with a certain somebody.
Mm.
Let me at least get back in that.
Do I have the energy for cord? You probably shouldn't. You should respawn. Here, respawn.
Nah, I'm in Hybris' room.
Respawn. It just walks out of Hybris' room. Ah! Chain noises. Chain.
Oh.
I heard chain noises. Oh, fuck.
Yep. My bad. My bad. I was not practicing safety.
You practice your goddamn gun safety. You practice it. Practice
Fuck out
gun
that gusher.
Practice gun safety.
Oh my god. Let me see. Has everybody gone to the garden for garden talks?
No.
Oh, yeah, they're getting there.
We were on the garden.
Oh, they're...
I might.
They have. They. Go ahead.
I might go to Pierre Leslie.
I'm really
Leanne.
tired.
That's Church Girl.
No.
Church Girl, right?
That's Cassidy.
Yeah. Fuck it up. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, Leanna. Yeah. No, I got you. The half dead coochie.
Whoa.
What the fuck? What?
She's not half dead. First of all.
Did you say
Isn't that's Leanna, right?
Yeah. No. She's made of rocks. Hello, I am the forbidden fruit gusher.
Dead.
Oh my god.
I am forbidden fruit
I
gusher.
love you guys.
I love you.
I want chomps. I want
I love you.
Love you.
Goodbye. I love you, Chad.
Alright, let me see. What is it about? 12:18. I don't have any work tomorrow, so I can. I'm gonna go into the lobby for a little bit so I can do a little interaction and get cleaned up, and then I'm probably gonna head over to PL a little
Have a
later.
good time. I'm probably gonna go to PO soon. In just a minute. I'm gonna go to Savannah.
Cute.
He's so cute.
She's it's her little drone.
The fuck?
So cute.
You fuck.
Look at.
Oh! You do that, it's just gonna go tick 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 tick. Just ting 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 ting. Gotta do that high pitched
Just the fucking punches. Silent, thank you for the raid.
No. You obviously, because like it's Slade, so I have to like punch him and be like, damn, and just walk away, go around a corner. Just do the. Just fucking do the Adam Sandler. I can't yell, but I am in pain.